Ashley. We do a testing. Happy Moogle Monday. Can you hear me? How's it going? Can you hear me okay? Might be a little, I'm going to have to back out because I got Happy Mail. Let's see, that's better. Can you hear me? Bueller. I don't know. I might need to turn the overhead light off. Hang on. Let's test that out because it's a cloudy day. It's been raining. So the light needs to be readjusted. Let's see. I think that's better. You can see in here. Okay, thank you. Hi, Darla, Julie. Thank you. I don't know if that lighting's better or not. Let's see. Maybe if I move this out just a little. Let's tilt it this way. So grab some more of the light up there. There we go. I think that's good. So I thought I'd work in the art journals, in my traveler's journals today, but I have a ton of Happy Mail that I got from Janice. Hi, Janet. From J.L. Johnson, Janice. I got a big box of Happy Mail for my birthday from her. So I'm going to show that first. Then we're going to work in Travelers. So hi, Barb. Chicken Pot Pie Society. First time. What? Oh, you got the first. Thanks, Janet, for the first thumbs up. So, hi. Let's see. Artsy Nancy. I said hi to Ashley. Cheshire Cat. Rain Robin. I don't think I know you, Rain. Welcome. Julia O. Let's see. Patio and Julio. So, yeah. So, I just pulled these out because these are what I'm going to work in. Just with some paint. Well, you'll see. I'm going to do different things in them. I'll do a little collage, maybe some stenciling, some painting, I don't know. We're going to work in these though today. So I have more than these, but I pulled these. I pulled these to work in. So, hi, Julie Topaz. How's it going? Happy Marvelous Monday. We made it to March. You're so cute, Julie. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Hi, Cat and Paste. Masiki. Let me get a sip of my juice. My coffee went cold. I got to get my voice going. Hi, Gina. Tori, Artful Dabbler Tori. So I don't know if y'all looked in the community page, but I posted, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I posted the picture in the community page on YouTube of all the there were 63 that participated in the fantasy garden art card swap. So I posted a picture of all the envelopes that are all ready to go out first thing tomorrow. As soon as the post office opens tomorrow, I will be there to mail them. And I'm halfway done with getting the first week of March, the thank yous for February. Those are almost done too. I'll probably mail those out on Thursday. So big mail day or big mail week. So yeah, I didn't dilly dally. It's been I'd say half a Saturday getting them swapped out. It probably took about 5 hours all total. I think I'd spent about 4 hours by the time I had said something to Janet. And then I spent like another hour. So probably about 5 hours to swap it all out. But I had it all very organized from the beginning. I kept it all very organized from the beginning. So, oh, and the other thing I did in that 5 hours, I put together the book. So I did put this together too. So I will show the book. You can see it's nice. I can expand this if I want. I have the little expanders, but this is fine. Uh, so it's nice and fluffy. So every one of everybody's cards are in here. A couple people sent two. Um, and they did, and I did swap them out, double it. So like CB, um, Donna K in Trinidad. She sent another set. I don't know if she'll be here today or not. There's Janice. Hi, Janice. I'm going to show your happy mail today. Thank you so much. I have it right here next to me. I'm going to show it in a minute. Hi, Kenny. So so anyway, she sent me a letter saying I didn't like my first set, so I sent out a second set. Well, I got that like on Saturday morning. So I'd already swapped it out. So I swapped out the other two as well. So she'll get four. And CB, and I think there was one other person. So and it'll be reflected in here when I show the book. I can see my card because of the feathers. Yes, Elmer's. I had to put yours in the back. Elmer. I had to put it sideways because the feathers stuck up. So Elmaris is back here in the back. And it's like, look, it really goes this way. This is the way her card goes. But the feathers had to stick out of the top. So there's Elmaris's card right there. So good spotting there, Elmaris. Good spotting. So I'll show this as well. Let's see. Hi, G. Nashwa. Trisha, Stephanie. I said hi to Julie, Janet. I'm looking, see who I might have missed. I'm probably sure I missed some people coming in, but so I'm going to show my happy mail from Janice, J.L. Johnson, Janice, and show this book. And then whatever time we have left, I'll work on in one of these. They're all in different stages. They're all in different stages, and I just pick them up and I'll play with paint and whatever and collage. It's kind of like a glue book, 3.0 or whatever, 4, whatever it is. So I glue things in and then I go back and turn them into little, collages and things. So yeah, so that's all those, and then of course I'll show our book. So again, thanks everybody that participated. Hi, Magic. Let's see. There's Pacola. Hi, Pacola. Yeah, I know. So I have the little post if I want to expand it. But the thing is when you expand it, this just gets floppy. This will just get floppy unless you add a bunch of cardboard in between. So I just assume leave it like this. It's no big deal. And here's the list of everybody. So I'll read the list, and it's not in any particular order. But then, yeah. So there's our fluffy fantasy garden art card swap. I did get my new glasses last week. I don't think I showed them to you. Not that they're nothing fancy. They're just, but anyway, I got my new glasses and they have some like little shiny, little bit of gold shiny something right on the edges. It's hard to see. But anyway, those are my new glasses that I got. So I was happy with that. I do need to get them adjusted. I have to they need to be like tilted a little bit differently. I have to tilt them on my face just a little bit. So I need to get the arms adjusted to tilt a little better. But I really like them. They're nice. They're a little bigger than the other ones. Let's see. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mitzi. Hi, Bonnie. Good morning. Val. So, yeah. They're okay. I mean, okay, Kitty. I went for being able to, I like a nice shape, but yeah. I remember when I was like in my 20s, it was a style to wear those big ones that are like this big. Remember the ones on like if you ever watched the show Dallas or any of those shows like that in the 80s, those big glasses like this. I used to wear those. I should find a picture. I don't have a picture handy. I know I have one in my scrapbook albums, but I have a picture of them huge. I don't know where it is right now. If I find it, I'll show it to you. Let's see. Sherry Bug. I think, yeah, I need your address, Sherry Bug. Sherry Bug, I need your address to send out I thought I had your address. I probably did at one time, but I cannot find it. So here, email me if you don't mind and send me your address again so I can get your print. Let's see. Hi, she spins. Yeah, those Jackie Collins glasses. Yes, she spins. And Denise, she's wore glasses all her life. So when she was like 5 years old, that was the style, right? So when Denise was 5 years old, she had those big old glasses too, which looks funny on a little 5-year-old. So, and the sides had that little dip in them. You had the glasses, and then on the side they had that dip, and then it went behind your ears. It was like that was its like little. Let's see. Hi, Faye. And you're working on the scavenger hunt too, Janice. Yeah. If y'all haven't, you still have a month to finish up Janet's scavenger hunt. Maybe she'll discuss it on her show today at 1 Eastern. Janet comes on after me on Mondays. And yeah, so the scavenger hunt ends, I think, April 1st. So everybody has a month to still work on their scavenger hunt with Janet. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Probably missing some people coming in. You had glasses since kindergarten was decided. Big glass. Yeah. Oh, and a curly perm. Oh, Sherry Bug. Oh. So, hi, Mommy to Mike. How you doing? If I see mom and son, if I see mom and son, I need her address too. Not mama 4, not mom to Mike, but mom and son. I need her address too. Let's see. Hi, Karen, Mila. So yeah, if you're joining us for the first time or you're watching the recording, I come on at 9 a.m. Eastern on Monday and Wednesday, but I come on a little early so I can do this chat and say good morning to everybody. We start a little early too, depending on how much we got to do. And yeah, so hope everybody that's lurking will enjoy the show. Everyone's working. I don't have any plans. I mean, I can work in Googly. But I don't have a plan to. I mean, if you would like me to, I can put it, in the back of my head. Oh my goodness, she spins. Hi, Kalura. I'm trying to see as the chat scrolls on by. Say good morning to everybody. Hi, Faithfulness. I watched your last show, your Happy Mail. You had, I guess, my Happy Mail probably hadn't got, it got to your post office, but you hadn't got it yet. So if you haven't checked your your post office box, you should have something in your post office box, Faithfulness. Let's see. I said hi, Kimberly 557. Oh, thank you, Julie, for the $10 super sticker. Let me write you down. Thank you so much. You're already getting something. This is March now. So now we're in March. So you already have something coming for the February, Julie. So this will be for the next batch. So thank you for the $10 super sticker, Julie. You're the first person for the March. First person super chat or super sticker for March. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah, cool. So thank you. So how you doing, Becky Kalura? Let's see who else. I'm trying to see. I know I probably miss people coming in, and guys, I don't mean to. I try to. Yeah, thanks, Pacola. So Hubster saw I had a Snapdragon written on a piece of paper. Pacola, I had Pacola Snapdragon, and Hubster saw it. He goes, "What's that? Why is Pacola?" Because he knows who you are, one of my mods. He goes, "Why does Pacola have Snapdragon on a post-it note?" Anyway, it was funny. Let's see. Tuesday and Thursday nights, I go to my post office. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's when I go to mine too. Well, I go Tuesday and Thursdays, and sometimes Saturday. Like I've been going every Saturday because of the art card swap. But I usually go on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Saturdays. And I did go this Saturday, so I did get Jane. Jane's came in, and the second batch of Donna Kalu in Trinidad, her second batch came in, and Janet Jane, Jane. Where's my letter here? Yeah, Jane Litterick came in. So Jane, if you watch this later, yours did come in. Yours got swapped out too. The last minute they came in. So everybody's that came in as of Saturday got swapped out. Hi, Kathy, and I'm going to show them all here. I put together the book. Let's see, messy bunnies. Is that what you call the people on your chat, Faithfulness? Messy bunnies. I don't think I've seen you say that before. Try to watch all your recordings, but I must have missed the messy bunnies. Hi, Light and Laughter, Sylvie. How you doing? Who else? Said hi to Kathy C. Yeah, we have a Kathy A, a Kathy B, and a Kathy C. Let's see. So I guess we could go ahead and get started. You sent cards in your box? I did. Did I get your? Yes. Okay. I think then if I did, Janice, then they're here. Yes, you did. I have you on the list. So yes, you are. Your cards got swapped too. Your cards got swapped too, Janice. They did. Yeah. Because I wrote the last three people down here on my little note. So yeah. Let's see. Hi Flo. Good to see you. I said hi to Carla. Okay, so let's go ahead and so again, I got Jane's came in. I got a letter from Jane. I got a note from her. I got a letter from Donna Kalu, and she said, I didn't like my first set. Well, I'd already swapped it out. So I swapped out her second set too. So she got both sets swapped out because I'd already swapped it out and sealed up the envelope. So I couldn't have even told her who got hers. And then I got Julia Slayton sent me some little cards and little birthday tag. Write it down, and a couple of postcards and a little piece of collage, Big Ben, and a birthday card. So thank you for that. I really do. It's so kind of y'all to send me birthday cards and everything. So thanks so much. That'll go in the Fibs book, which I've got to get that organized now that I organized, got the swap done. So I'm about halfway done with the doing the envelopes for the thank yous that go out the first week of every month. So that'll go out probably on Thursday. The art cards are going to go out tomorrow. So I got a big stack of them. There's Kathy A. Thanks, Kathy, for stopping by. Kathy Arbor. Hi, Rachel Jean. I'm glad you're. Thank you for being here, newbie, Rachel Jean. So I will start. Let me move my. We're gonna do happy mail. Then we're gonna work in these art journals. So in just different stages. So that's what we're going to do in a little bit. in my travelers. But first, let me see. These are not going to work right there. I'm going to have to put them back here until we get to them. So let's go ahead and show the book. And again, I did comment in the community tab. Thank you. Let's see, how do you say this? Oh my gosh. This is my first stream since I retired. Love from Wales, UK on St. David's Day. Oh, thank you so much. What do you want me to call it? Because do you want me to just call? I'm going to call you Hen. You don't. Hen Cadno. Thank you so much for the 10 pounds. Here's my email. If you email me your address, I will send you out a thank you. A print. It doesn't matter if you're international, and I sent out prints to everybody that supports the channel. There's my email, and I don't know how you want me to say your name. I don't, I want it to be, acceptable to you. So, yeah, thanks, Janet. Thanks, Bacola. So I'll see if he or she says how to pronounce it. Hincado. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Let's see. And whatever name you want us to call you in chat. Okay, I'm not seeing an answer yet, so we'll wait. All right, so let me go ahead and start. Let me tilt my computer screen just a little more toward my face there so I can glance up and see chat. Janet, the picture on Dee Dee's desk would be great in watercolor. The watercolor this, Kathy? Yeah. Hi, Jane. Jane, your cards came in. Your cards came in on Saturday, so they got swapped out, just so you know. It takes a long time for a message to arrive from the UK. Yeah, maybe so, Rachel. So, Jane, your cards did come in. Hi, Miss Vicky B. How you doing? Jan and I were just talking last week. I think it was last week. Well, anyway, anytime we talk about having guests on, we want to have you back on, Miss Vicky B, to show your pin collection. Miss Vicky B is a pin aficionado, kind of like Janet. They like those nice, fancy Mont Blanc and all those fancy pins. I have a couple nice pins, but I think Miss Vicky and Janet have have a corner on those fancy pins. So we want to have you back on, Miss Vicky. Yeah, see, Janet goes, please come back on. We want to see all your pins. I have a drool-a-thon. Janet. Uh-oh, she added some more to her collection, Janet. Okay, let's see what Hen Cadno Welsh. Does that mean something? I don't know what it means. So if it does mean anything, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if you're in Wales. Are you in Wales? Let's see. Or did you say you were in the UK? In just UK is what you said. All right, I'm trying to catch up on all the chat. Share it. All right, so let me go ahead and show the book. And again, it's really fluffy. Let me read all the names off of everybody that participated. And they're not in the same order as this. I just wrote these down as I was doing them. So I think we had 63. I'm pretty sure we had 63. I don't know if I counted like CB sent in 2. I might have counted hers twice because she had sent in two. But anyway, let me go ahead and read. I'm going to read all the names off here. And so thanks again, everybody that participated. So we had Auntie Mame, Donna DeGale Kalu. She's the one in Trinidad that sent a double set as well. Carney's Art, Julie G, Kimberly 557, Sarah Mooncrafter, Starla Arts, Anne Marie Davis, Lynn Madden, K and RP Kim, Ray D, Deborah Adams, Linda Rentz, Shelley Aldred, Jennifer Hartsfield, Kathy Arbor, Beth Schuler, Bishop, Ann Young, Jill C. And what I did, guys, is whatever name you had on the back of your cards, if you did not have a real name like Bishop, put Bishop on the name on her card. So that's what I'm telling you who sent them in. Okay. So whatever the name that you put on the back of your cards. Now, one person did put their home address, and I did Sharpie that out. I did Sharpie out the home address because you don't know who's got your card, so let's see. All right. So Jill C., Ann Porter, Ashley St. Pierre, Marie Schwab, Elizabeth Newell, Wendy R., Ann Leclerc, APG Jamie, Julie Topaz, Karen Merritt, Boneyard Twitch, Boney, Mila Hapasari. I know I'm not saying that right. Rubber Dolly, Abigail, Angela Solis, Erica Voigt, of I don't know if it's yeah, she'll know who I mean. Erica, Sharon Lombard, Terry Brett, CB, Willie J, Artie Dar, Angela Nittykins, El Maris, Becky Kalura, Julia O'Hare, Joy Carter, Devin Rex, Trisha Green, Kate the Skate, Terry Butler, Dawn, and she did have her last name on. I know I'm not going to pronounce it. Dawn Karasaki, Mindy B, Diane W, G Brody, Margaret Richardson, Rebecca Wills, Elaine Ingram, Barbara Moore, Raquel Garcia, Ann Lar, Janet, Holly Dalton, Janice JL, who is here, and Jane Litterick. And so all those got in, and I've got the list here. So I'll paper clip it to the inside the book. So I'm going to show you the cards, and then I'm going to show you my happy mail, my birthday happy mail from JL Janice. So don't forget, guys, if you want to say something to me, put it in caps. Yeah, Julia O'Hare Slade. Yeah. Let's see. Could you run through those just more? No, Rachel, I'm not running through those one more time. Oh my gosh, you girls, something else. So, yeah. Hi, Mirkwood. Let's see. Who else? So if you want to say something, you put it in caps because I want to go through the book now. All right, so here's the one that I did. That I did a set of these. I think I did 4 or 6. I can't remember. And I did these one day, and I said, and it was a fantasy garden. So I kept one and sent out the other 4 or 5, however many there were. And I said, well, this is what started me thinking, and I will put up here Fantasy Garden Art Card Swap 2021. I'll put that on here. I didn't have time to do that yet. But anyway, so there's the card that that I did, and that started me wanting to do the swap. Okay, so here's what I did with everybody's cards, and they are going to have a little glare because they are in the plastic. So I put everybody's name. Remember, you sent in 3. I kept 1, unless you sent in 2 sets, like CB is one of the ones that sent in 2 sets. So I have 2 of hers, 2 different ones. And then she got a double set sent back to her as well. So let's see, Dee, I guess my cards didn't make it. If I did not read your name, then I don't think so, Molly. I don't think they did then. I gave everybody an extra week hoping that would be enough time, but That's all I could do. Why do you call me Diane? It's Diana. Oh, Diana. Okay, Diana. Okay, no problem. I have pet names for people, but I'll make sure not give you one. Oh my gosh. Make sure and call you Diana. Okay. Let's see. Kimberly. Wow, nice. Yeah. So I did make a book so that everybody's cards could get shown. Molly, if you did send it in, I can still put your card in the book. Okay. I can still put it in the book, one of your cards, and I can send you the other ones back. But I'll at least put whoever's late, I'll put them in the book. Okay. She wants the A. Yeah, cat. She wants the A. We give everybody an A. I'm just teasing, guys. I'm just teasing. Okay, so Rebecca, Angela, Margaret, Devin Rex for art, and she has a little door that opens. I'm teasing you guys. Barbara Moore, and she had these little bags. She had these little bags for her, so I put that behind there. There's Kate the Skates, Mindy, Dawn, and some of them are, long ways. I think I might have, I had to double up on a couple. Karen Merritt, Sharon Lombard, Terry Brett. I hope y'all can see them, and I'll show them again. I mean, I'll show them off and on here. Beth, Artie Dar, Kathy Arbor. Kathy, that's the one I kept of yours. I saw Kathy here. I love the islands in the sky. I saw her do this one on her stream. Hi, Nettie. Oh, no, I'm missing people. Oh, Mom and Son. Mom and Son, I need your address if you want a thank you for February, of February print. Can you email me your address, please? So if you want, you don't have to. If you don't want to print, then, but if you'll email me your address. Here's Ann Young, Lynette Porter, Ashley. I'm hoping everybody can see them. Marie did these Zentangles. Elizabeth Newell, Rubber Dolly, J.L. Johnson, and she had these. Y'all didn't get to see hers. Well, let me just hold it up. You didn't get to see hers because hers came in her package to me. So there's Janice's card right there, and there's these little dimensional little beads and things on there. So that's so pretty. Thank you, Janice, for participating. I know, right, Ashley? Everybody had different takes on a fantasy garden. There's Wendy, Anne did the jar, and Julie G, Kimberly 557. I got to kind of set it down here. It's going to flash out. Sarah Mooncrafter, Willie J, Jennifer Hartsfield, KNRP Kim, Raquel Garcia. And again, I put whatever name you guys put on the back of your card. So Becky Kalura. Well, I don't think she put that. She just put Becky, but I call her Becky Kalura. Julia O'Hare Slayton. There's Julia with an A. There's Ray D, Deborah Adams, Angela Nittykins, Mila, Joy Carter, Shelley Allred, Linda Renz, Ann Lair, Bishop, Diana Warner, Holly D, Janet. It's getting heavy in my hand. It's heavy. There's Terry Butler, Trisha Green, Anne Marie Davis, G. Brody, Lynn Madden, Starla Arts, Jill C., Elaine, Auntie Mame. And here's Donna. She sent 2 sets. She didn't like her first set. She sent a second set, but I'd already swapped out her first set, so she got 2 back. But anyway, there's Donna's 2 sets. That was the other one she sent that I haven't shown because it just came in. Julie Topaz, APG Jamie, CB, and these are the 2 sets CB sent, and very dimensional on that one. So I did tissue, I put tissue wrap so that it wouldn't hopefully it makes it, because it's really thick. So a couple people got that one. So that CB had sent in 2 sets, and Jane had sent in 2 sets. So Jane also will get a double set because she sent in 2 as well. Okay, what is that big there? Oh, it's because I put this page in upside down, so I had to just washi tape it. There we go. Nope, didn't get it. Hang on. Carney's art. There we go. Erica's was a little oversized, but that's okay. And Abigail, who had this big thick door again, I taped the envelope, like I put a lot of Scotch tape over the top of the envelope, so hopefully it doesn't poke through. But yeah, so Abigail, she has that little door that opens, and Boney, she also had a thick one, and this little book was inside of a pouch. So there's Boney's. I took the little book out of the pouch and set it side by side. And then Elmaris, who I had to put in sideways because she has this she didn't put this on everybody. She just put it on mine. She made this one's mine. And but anyway, so there's hers. And I put it in the very back because it has to the feathers have to stick out of the top. So there's Elmaris's. So yeah. So that is that's the whole book right there. I know, right, Kathy? Bravo to everybody that participated. I hope everybody had fun. I hope they all make it safely to you, because they're going out tomorrow and then they're out of my hands. So I did post a picture. Of all of them in the community tab. On YouTube, if you click the community tab, you can see a picture of the backs. Obviously, the backs. I'm not showing anybody's addresses, but they're all the envelopes. I did show a picture of them all. So thanks everybody that participated. I hope everybody had fun. Yes, Jane, they did. They got here on Saturday, and I swapped them all out on Saturday, so they made it just in the nick of time. Let's see. Yeah, thanks, Becky. I know it was great, everyone. Thanks, everybody that participated. So, well, I don't know, Melinda. I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought about doing another one right now. I got to get over this one, and I do have some commissions that are stacked up. I've got to get some commissions done in my free time. This was done in my free time. So, but anybody's free to host a swap. Anybody can host a swap. You just gotta, tell everybody that you're gonna do it and send them over to your channel. Let's see. Riri, we don't do politics, please. Thank you. No politics here. That's for other social media areas. So, yeah, no politics. If I want to say something, it's up to me, but we don't do politics here. It's just too divisive. So, yeah. Let's see. Rachel. Okay, so okay, thank you. So I'm going to take the book to the side and show you my happy mail I got from Janice. And yeah. Hi, Jacqueline. Melinda. Let's see. I'm probably missing people coming in. So don't forget, guys, put it in caps if you're talking to me. All right. So I got two big boxes of Happy Mail from Janice, and I did unpack it. I did unpack it because so we wouldn't get through it all if I didn't. And she did have everything wrapped up really nice. And I saved some of the pretty paper here. Where is it? She had everything wrapped up in some happy birthday tissue, but I went ahead and unwrapped it all because there's so much, guys. You're gonna see. So I wanted to make sure we got through it. So I have everything right here in a big box right next to me, and I'm going to pull everything out one by one. So the first thing she sent was a bunch of these canvases that she made, and they're all wrapped up again in pretty either orange or pink, or she had everything wrapped up. So she sent this one for me. She sent me a coffee and art and my Mona, which is my muse. So she sent this one with all the coffee collage. And yeah, coffee and art in the morning. So she sent me this. It's a canvas. And so I thought that was so nice of her to make these. And then she sent these for giveaways. So I had to think of how I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you each one. But I think what I'll do is probably next week I will offer whoever, this is how, don't do it now. We'll wait till next week. Whoever wants one of the canvases, then you can email me next week, and you'll have to pay shipping. And I cannot, and we're not doing international because shipping one of these would cost probably $30. Now, if you want to pay $30 with no tracking to UK or something, that's up to you. But there's no tracking to international. So, so I think that's what we're going to do next week. I'll show them again, and anybody that wants one can email me, and it'll be first come, first serve who wants one, and you'll have to just pay the shipping. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you each one. And they're on little canvases. See, she has them signed right here, and they're just little collage canvases, and she's got them varnished, and they're really, really thought so colorful and so nice of her to share with us. Oops, I think this one goes this way. No, I don't think it goes either way. Maybe not. And you could probably hang them any way you want. You can hang them this way. So here's one that has a key, a little butterfly, and a little shoe. So thank you, Janice, for making these. It was nice of you to make these to share. So I'll show them again next week if anybody wants to claim one of them. So thank you so much, Janice. And again, she had everything wrapped up so nice. Let's see. Hi, Nichols. I'm trying to see if anything's in caps. I'm going to try to catch it. All right. Then she sent me, and y'all know I love me some Post-it notes. She sent me tons of Post-its. I left these in the box to show you. But look, it's a limited edition color collection. 15 unique colors of Post-its. Y'all know I live on my Post-its. So yeah, there's Janet. Thanks, Janet. Yeah, it's JL there in chat. Yeah, it's JL Johnson. Her name is Janice. Yeah. So yeah, she was here a second ago. Yeah, Pacola. So I will show them again next week when we'll do a giveaway. Right now, I am overloaded with post office stuff. So I got to get all our art cards mailed tomorrow, and I got to mail out Thursday. I've got, I don't know, 50, I think close to 60 thank yous going out for the first week of March. So I'll mail those 60 out on Thursday. And those I take to the post office because they're different. I'll show you the size. I won't show anybody's address, but They're this size where I send the prints out, and I take them down there, and my post office lady puts one of the stickers on it so that I make sure that the internationals have the right postage and everything. So I'll have probably 60 of those on Thursday. So yeah, so we'll get some canvases. We'll do that next week. Okay, so okay, so she said they're who, what, when, where. Okay, who, what, when. Okay, I'm not sure which one is which. Oh, okay, she has a name up. Okay. All right, so let me show you. This one's who. It's real tiny right there. Who, what. Y'all know that we always do that in our Society of Idea Collectors. Who, what, when, where. Well, we do why and how too. Okay, so this one is what. This one is when. And this one is where. I see, Janice. I see, yeah. So we'll share those out next week. All right, let me see. I know I'm probably missing Post-it note envy. Actually. Oh, well, you know, I do. I go through, I mean, I probably go through easily one of these at least once a week, if not more, depending on what else I'm working on. But yeah, I go through those like crazy. And yeah, thanks, Carla. Carla loves your collage. I'm trying to catch anybody that puts things in caps. I'm trying, guys. All right, so she sent me that. Then she sent this little book of Post-its. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I will be in Post-its for a while. She said. Oh, so a little folio of Post-its, and another little folio of Post-its, which is the No Drama Llama, which is what we do here. No drama. So I think this is so cute. I love little llamas. I love the No Drama Llama. As y'all know, I have a No Drama Llama hat. I didn't wear it the last time I did a face-to-face, but I do have a No Drama Llama hat. So yeah, look at this one upside down. Like, that's so cute. So this little No Drama Llama. Then she sent a card, and she sent some collage fodder. So I will put her collage fodder in with the with our stack of collage fodder that we're making collages with. Let me take this out and show you that. So she wrote on that, look, little Post-it, collage fodder. You think I sound like Anne from Colorful Life? Really? Maybe it's because we're both in Georgia. I don't know. Marcia. Do you think so? Here's some painty papers. Here's a thing, some more flowers. It says November, a napkin, a little floral inside of a napkin, some tissue, some doilies. So yeah, all kinds of little collage fodder, some wine corks. So yeah, we'll add that to the stack. We'll add this to the stack, and I got your card and your letter here, so we'll keep all that together. I thought I had a paper clip here. Hang on, let me grab one. Paper clip that together. Oh, my poor cats. I have them locked out because there's too much here for them to get into. So I'll have them out. Then she sent two of these like journal bands, and they're adjustable. Look, it's like a bra strap. They're book bands that you can put around your journals, and it has a pen. Here's a paintbrush right here. It has a pen holder. Isn't that cool? So, I got tons of journals. So she sent 2 of those, so I'll probably give one away. I opened one and I left one. I left one wrapped up. So we got that. Then cat theme, cat themed. Whoops! It's a little tin here. Let me get the tin open. There we go. And they're cat post-its. Cat post-its. So of course, I love me some cats. So cute. Thank you, Janice. And here's a thought bubble post-it. Thought bubbles. The mini plot. If you want to do the, I haven't done one of these since I had one of the, what's that kind of graphic, the graphic calculator. I haven't done one of those in a long time, but you could use it for other things. Let's see, another little folio of Post-it flags. Aren't these cute? I mean, just every kind. You don't think about how many kinds of Post-it notes there are, right? Look at those flags of all these colors. You just don't think about how many kinds of Post-it notes there even are. Let's see, a couple of tags here. Some more Post-its. And these are like tall, skinny ones. Let me just open one up here. Yeah, math. Yeah, Sherry, math. Yeah, what is the graphic calculator? You calculate the. So look at this. Isn't this pretty? Look. And there's a couple different color waves, a purple, a teal. So there's those. Then, all right, now wait, these are so cute. Let me make some space here. Let's slide this over right here. I know they are such cute goodies, right? All right, well, wait for the cuteness. Wait for the cuteness. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah, this is from J.L. Johnson. She's here in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, it's from Janice, not Janet. Janet sent me my Golden Mat Medium, restocked me for the year. Okay, now wait, look at these. Okay. Wait for it. Wait for it. Look, they're little, they call them sticky memos. They're, little Post-its. They're so cute. So many little cats. Look at all the cats. I mean, every kind of cat. Every kind of cat. Cat butt. We have cat butts. A little penguin. A little bluebird. I say a little panda, a little chubby panda. I know, right, Tori? They're so adorable. Hi, Nettie. Hi, little gypsy. Nats. Anybody else coming in I missed? Polar bear. And another big cat. And a poodle. And another cat. Aren't those so cute? So we got all those. Now, let's see, how am I going to show these? Now, I don't know what, I got to figure this. Okay, I think I got this figured out. Okay, where's the one I opened up? Okay, so I'm going to show them to you first, and then I'll show you how I think I got it figured out, because I've not ever had one of these before. So let me stack this up here. Okay, so all these fruits, okay, all these different fruits. Now, I'll show you how I think it works when I get done showing them to you. So we got apples and oranges, pear, watermelon, strawberry, kiwi, orange, lemon, pomegranate, another strawberry, another pomegranate, peach, apple. I think that's an apple, although it's kind of orange. I think that's an apple. Another orange, pear, green apple, Granny Smith, another kiwi, and a lemon. Now, wait, watch. So they all come with, look, let me open up another one so you can see what it looks like when you first open. Let me open the pear. Okay. So let me get the scissors here. Let me open this up. Okay. So it comes like this. And it comes with a little paper clip. Now, I'm not sure what this is. Is that something or is that just something stuck in there? Not sure. I think this is just something in. Oh no, it's the stem. Okay, that's what this one is for the pear. It has a stem. Okay, so then what you do, and it comes with this. Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay. So what you do, if I'm not mistaken, you open it all the way up. You paper clip it together. Maybe a couple of them together, I think. Paper clip it together. Here's the stem. And then I think this is to put around it. Like, so it's like, I think, let me see, is there a picture on one of them? I thought there was a picture on one. Maybe not. I thought there was a picture on one. And then I think you put this around like it's in a little, package, right? Do I have this right? Wait a minute. Let me open this up all the way. Hang on. I think I have this right. If any of y'all have had one of these before, let me know, because I don't think I've ever messed with one of these before. Say, look. It's got the little stem. Oh my gosh. Aren't they cute? Look. So you just open them up like that. And I don't want them to bend. I think I have to put more on this side. I think I need more on that side. Let me take it off again and fix it. Let's see. The little stem. They're the only, it's the pear is the only one that has a stem. So I thought, well, what is that? But that's what it is. Okay, so you kind of make it stand up. Okay, let's see here. So I don't want to hurt it. There we go. There we go. I just had to stretch it out a little more. I know. Riri wants to know, where did you find those? What did Janet say? Now I know why Dee Dee doesn't work at a fruit processing plant. Is this right, Janet? Did I get it right? Janice is laughing at. You'd get all this bruised fruit if you had to rely on me, Janet. Janice says she got it on Amazon. Isn't it so cute though? Let's open up another one. Let's see. Oh, I have the watermelon here. Okay, so here's the watermelon. So let's see. Let me just kind of make it kind of fluff out there. Look. Isn't it cute? Look. Oh my goodness. They're just so cute. It looks good. Okay. So yeah, you got the watermelon, and I guess you could kind of, as long as you're careful, you want to be able to see, some of the inside. I don't know. So, you just fluff it out. You fluff it out, and once it's fluffed out, you can put your little band on there. And it does come with a paper clip. I don't know where I did with the one that came with this one. I opened this one earlier. And then here's the little. Janet's going to be making fun of me for a month of Sundays here. I think I did better with the pear. But I love that little stem. Isn't that so cute? I know, right? I love that little pear. So yeah, so we have peaches and pomegranates, and see it comes like this with the little band and the little paper clip to keep it open. Strawberry. Let's open a strawberry. Let's see what that looks like, shall we? I know, right, Karen? Okay, let's open up a strawberry. All right. All right, got my little band there ready. Okay, let's see here. Oh, look. All right, let's get it all as much as I can to the end here. Let's paper clip it. Look how cute. That one I did that one a little better. You saw those and couldn't resist? They're so cute. They just look so real, don't they? And then look, here, let's drop it in a little. It's like little clothes. Oh my goodness, I've never seen these. Hi, Terry Lynn. A fruit cozy. Exactly, Janice. See? Oh, there we go. All right, so we got our pear and our strawberry there. Oh my gosh, those are so cute. I'll be giving some of these away, guys. Y'all know I'll never eat all this fruit. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got all that. Then more, and I did say some of the tissue and the papers here, and I can use them in collage and background journals and stuff like that. So everything was wrapped up so nice. My eyes are watering. Okay, then we'll take the rest of the stuff out of the box here. Cats love the boxes, just saying. It's like whenever I get a box, it's like the cats think that they have a what do you call it, a little home to play in. So let me move it out of the way for a minute. Okay, so then she sent me, y'all know I never cannot use these. I'm vegan now. She sent me 2 boxes of Prismacolors. I think just 12 black and 12 white. So y'all know I go through these. So she sent me a box of I don't want to say a baker's dozen because I think there's 12, not 13. But look. Thank you so much. And it's just funny because I just went and bought a couple of more white ones because I was out of white. So I go through a lot of them. Y'all know I'm a color pencil gal. And so yeah, so I got a box of black and a box of white. I mean, they're all, so yeah. I know, right? Right, Clara? I know, right, Bonnie? Thank you so much, Janice. Oh, thank you so much. That was so sweet of you. Okay, so then she sent me 2 books. She sent me I have the Edward Gorey biography. It's not in here right now. I don't think it's in here. I think I put it on my other art bookcase. But I bought the and I still haven't finished it. He was a strange one, that Edward Gorey. I haven't finished his biography, so I think he passed. I'm not sure when he passed away. I'd have to look it up. I don't remember. But anyway, I love his art. And the first time I ever saw Edward Gorey's art was on PBS Mystery. Was it called Mystery Theater? What was it called? Masterpiece Theater. Masterpiece Theater was the first time I'd ever seen Edward Gorey art. You know, those little figures, and the woman went, oh, did the fainting and all those. I don't know how many here remember Masterpiece Theater with the Edward Gorey intro. The with the intro. So that was the first time I saw it. So she sent me one of those little books here. And so let me find something that might recognize. I mean, I recognize it from here, but his other art is in the other book I'm going to show you. You might recognize more. So yeah, he's kind of he's creepy cool. He's creepy cool and a little he's a little a little sad. But, he's got those odd stories. But anyway, his art was like on the intro of Masterpiece Theater. You still watch it, Mama Thor? I haven't seen it in a long time, the Masterpiece Theater. I don't even know if I don't remember seeing it on my local PBS. Or if they do show Masterpiece Theater, I don't remember seeing the intro like I did years ago. It still has the intro in the red dress. Okay. I have not seen the intro for forever. But anyway, Edward Gorey is the one. And then she sent me the Edward Gorey coloring book. Look, guys. It's so creepy cool, right? And let's see, it came out in 2017. I'd never seen this. I've not seen the Edward Gorey. Hi, Tina. Tina's probably seen the Edward Gorey. Pete probably has seen Edward Gorey recently. So, yeah. So we have the Edward Gorey color book. Isn't this cool? And it's so funny, like this coat like this. That's what Edward Gorey would wear, coats like that in real life. Go use the PBS app. I've got 2 PBSs on my TV. I don't watch anything really on. Well, anyway, yeah, I have 2 PBSs on my TV, in Georgia. So yeah. So isn't it cool though? Look, guys, this is what I never let when my grandkids or kids were little. This is what they had to go to. But yeah, now it's instead of this, it's their phone in their hand, right? Now it's the phone in the hand. So this one goes this way. I'm trying to show them all to you. But I do have an Edward Gorey book. Barnes & Noble put one out. So I've got a bunch of Edward Gorey art in a Barnes & Noble book. But I did buy his biography as well. He does have a biography out. Oh, the app has the old stuff. Thank you, Riri. So yeah, this is fun. I didn't even know that there was a color book out. This one goes this way. I'll have to color this one for Hubster. This is what the cats do when he goes outside. They can't stand it when he's outside and they're in. That's got to do that for Hubster. It's a Post-it note. Let me put a Post-it note on that. I'll have to do that one for him. Do I have a Post-it note? Where's a Post-it note? uh, yeah, I don't know if watercolor, maybe what do you call it? The super tips would probably be okay. Catch me. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Janice. That was so nice. Yeah, it's like an Inktober. Yeah, Edward Gore style images with a twist. Yeah, I don't know. That takes a lot. That would take a lot of. It's the thing about Inktober, because I draw one every day. It has to be something I can finish in a day, because I draw one every day, right? I can't get too complicated on Inktober. Not when you do 30 of them in a month. And this coming year will be my 7th year to do Inktober. So anyway, thank you so much, Janice, for this and all the happy mail and all the Post-its and the the fruit. Oh my gosh, that is just so cute. I love that. Oh, come here, dropped one. Yeah. Let me do this and show you the. There we go. Here we go. Aw, thank you, Janice. That's so sweet. Thank you. Look at that pear. I love the pear. Thank you. Thanks so much. That's so sweet. And the pencils, of course, I will definitely use those. And the book, and the book, and all the Post-it notes. Look. I keep bumping my cutter under there. There we go. All the cute little cats and all the Post-its. The band, the journal band with the pencil holder. Let me just stick the pen in there. I mean the paintbrush so you can see. It wraps around. And this has got an adjustable. I've never seen one that's adjustable like that. No drama llama. No problema. No problema. And then all the different colors. Should I open this up? Y'all want to see? Let's open this up. Where's this? If I can get the tape here. There we go. The cat Post-its have. Oh, they have the breed names on them. Oh, let's look at that. Hang on. They have the breed names on them. Okay, this one says slam. Do they mean Siamese? This one's tuxedo, or is that just their names? Let's see. Speaking of cats, mine will claw their way into my room. I had to shut the door while I was going through all this. American short hair. Okay, let's see. Exotic. I don't know if these are official names, but Korean short hair. Yeah. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Hi, Diane. Cat Post-it notes. I know, right, Tina? I showed it earlier. I think right before you came in. Okay, let's see. It has the color. Maybe I need to save the color name. It's all started with one little square. The power of just one idea can change the world forever. For more than 40 years, Post-it brand has been not sponsored, has been there to capture your thoughts, reminders, and more. Millions of ideas and dreams have come to life on Post-its. I think for some reason, maybe it wasn't the Post-it note glue that I thought a woman, maybe it was whiteout, one of those two. A woman designed it or came up with it in her kitchen. I think Post-it might have been from the space, NASA's, from NASA's, what do you call it? Coming up with stuff. I think NASA might have come up with Post-it. I need to look that up. All right, let's look that up. And the whiteout too. I think whiteout was made by a woman in her kitchen. Hi, Devin. Anybody I missed? I thought I said hi to you. Let's see. Okay, let me go over here. Post-it origins. History of Post-it note. Who invented it? Okay, Arthur Fry at 3M in 1931, a retired American inventor and scientist. He is credited as the co-creator of the Post-its, manufactured by 3M. As of 2006, Post-it. Okay, that's all it shows there. I won't go into Wikipedia and the whole thing. But okay, so that was the Post-its. Oh, he was born in 1931. Let's see, when did he invent it? Now I want to know. They're saying 3M and Arthur Fry. I'm trying to find a date. We'll have to go look this up later. I was trying to find a date. In 1974, a colleague attended one of the seminars of Art Fry. Well, that looks very interesting. I'm going to have to read that later. Okay, now let me look up whiteout origins. When the little jars of whiteout. Let's see. Who invented it? Yeah, Bet Nesmith Graham. She lived from 1924 to 1980. She was a typist and a commercial artist. And she's the inventor of the correction fluid liquid paper, which we call whiteout. But it's not to be confused with their competitor whiteout. So that's two different brands. Okay, so you got two brands. You got the whiteout brand and you got liquid paper. So Bet invented liquid paper. And I guess because she was a typist, she wanted to be able to, liquid paper her mistakes. Anyway, all right. So I had to read that. So they have the color names on here: iris, lilac, cloud blue, bluebell, electric blue, aqua wave, mint, limeade, neon green, evergreen, bright yellow, neon orange, neon pink, fuchsia, candy red. So those are the colors. Look at it. Look, you just want to sit here and stare at it. Thank you so much, Janice. And I am sending you out a print, by the way. In your name, you're in the stack to be sent out a print. So thank you so much. All right, let's see here. All right, don't keep the cats away from that. Keep my little pear. Keep my little pear right here. I like the little pear. The reason I like the little pear is because it worked. I got it to work. I got it to fit in its little cozy. Isn't that so cute? With the stem. I can't get over that. The stem. Oh, okay. So I'm going to set that right over here next to my microphone. All right. Let's see. What's next on the agenda? So thank you again, Janice. That was so nice. I'll take a sip of juice. Okay. I did my nails this morning, 2 shades of red. I did a stripe thing. My nails are so short, but sometimes I just like to do something kind of fun. All right. So let me get some baby wipes ready for the painting stuff. Move my camera over just a little. There we go. All right. We got any questions? Bye, Laura, Becky. All right. So let's see. Where are we? This goes in that pile. I got piles everywhere. I got stuff to get. I got to get caught up. I love doing my swaps, but it does put me a little behind in everything else. So, but it was worth it. It was worth it. And I'm so glad that we have our book now. We have our book of, if y'all missed it, let me, I put all the cards in a book, and we'll go through it occasionally whenever y'all want to see the cards again. So I did show it a minute ago. So thanks to all I think there was 63, although two or three people did double. So I might have got the count off by 1. Okay. Let's see. All right. So I pulled out some of my traveler's notebooks here. I do have, and I'm not going to go through all these right now, but I'll just show you some of the other versions of my books. I don't know where my little one is. I'll just pull this one out. So I also do, oh, thank you, Linda Patrick, for the $19.99. Thank you so much. Let me write you down on a Post-it. Let me write you down on a Post-it, Linda. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I'm adding you to the next month. I think you already have a February one coming, and so thank you, Linda, for supporting the channel. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Linda. Yeah. If you don't think I have your address, Linda, for some reason I think I have it, but if y'all never are sure if I have your address, send it to me again. It doesn't hurt to send it to me twice, especially if you PayPal me. I've got like 4 or 5 people here that PayPal me, and I email you to let you know I need your address. And I can't mail out your Happy Mail if you don't send me your address. So thank you guys for supporting the channel. And okay, so these I have a couple, 2 of this size, and then I have one of the smaller ones of these journals that it's kind of all the same type thing. It's all the same type of idea, and where I just glue things down. It's kind of like my version of a glue book. I'll glue things down, then I go back and paint and scribble. And what I wanted to show today is how, if y'all missed me and Janet's last Thursday, we did a Journaling by 5 our way kind of show. And Janice made a little book out of her Journaling by 5, which she'll go back and do things in. Well, in my Journaling by 5, I slapped it all down and did all the, 5 steps. And then at the end, I cut them all down. So I cut all mine down. Now I've got to kind of get them. I don't say they're stuck, but, they were a little just freshly done when I taped them all together. So, and I cut them all down and made art cards to make journaling, art cards out of, collage cards, little worlds out of these. So, what I wanted to show you though is you can do kind of the similar stuff that we do with journaling by five, and everybody's afraid to, just make a mess, or they're, afraid it's not going to turn out. And a lot of us like to do glue books, but I like to take it, I like to take it to the next step where I turn it into a world or something. Not that you have to do that, but it's an option that you can do with your journaling. So if you don't know what to journal, or you don't know where to start, take Shannon Green's journaling by five idea and, either make some cards or do something similar to what I'm going to show you today, where you can take and put down, glue things down, then paint, and add other things to it, and then add, like I added my own little painting to this one, my little lemur. But it can just start like this, just it looks like a hot mess till you go in there, but you don't even have to ever finish it. These kind of journals for me are like inspiration and idea generating, and so you can do it in a journal like that size. You can do it, and you all know we have every size notebooks and journals around here. But I have the same kind of thing in these little travelers, and y'all know I've got a gazillion travelers notebooks too. But it's just fun to have something to work in. You don't have to have multiples, like I'm working in 4 at a time. You don't have to do that. And you don't have to have a traveler's notebook that looks like this. This one's more for writing, journaling, note taking, writing, right? This one's more for writing. But these are more for painty, collagey, just fun. Just fun. So let's see which one. All right, so this is the one that's the least done in. So I kind of want to show you different layers, different steps. So here's one, and I'm going to add some more to it, and we'll just kind of go through each one. And let's see, let's go ahead and zoom in one here. And that's a little off, a little bright. Let's turn the brightness down. There we go. Hi, Chatelaine. Anybody else popping in? Make sure that you put it in caps if you're talking to me. Okay, so my camera's a little. There we go. So you can just go through. So let me tell you what I do. You can do whatever you want, and you can modify all the stuff I'm going to tell you to do whatever you want. But you can take different, magazines or magazine cutouts or images. If you like doing glue book things, you can take, like, here, let me grab one of these scrapbook papers, calendar pages. This is from that one of those Victorian calendars right here, I think. And you can just take and tear things out, tear bits and pieces, strips of things, and just glue it in to start. So just kind of start with the idea of a glue book. So if you're afraid that, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to start. And trust me, guys, there's hundreds, if there's thousands of YouTube videos on everybody that does mixed media, collage, glue books, so that you're always going to have inspiration. But I'm just going to show you kind of some of the stuff that I like to do. Now, when I'm doing something in these, most of the time, I'm not using my golden matte medium like I do in my abandoned books, my big collage pieces, my collage posters, my major collage things, or even when I do art cards, I'll use golden matte medium, and I'll varnish and all that. This is more just where I want to play, and I really don't ever care if they're finished pieces, if every page is finished. It's more just if you don't know, if you wake up one day and you want to art, you want something to do, and you just don't know what to do, then get you out some. You can use glue sticks too, but I don't trust glue sticks because I find that the paper starts to come up. But depending on and I use Yoo-hoo and good glue sticks, but I just as soon use tacky glue. and just take some on my finger and just get a good coating on there. Now, technically, I should have my wax paper out or something to glue on, like old phone book or something like that. But I'm going to just kind of go through here and show you some. So if you, as long as you get it edge to edge with your glue, it's going to stick fairly well, right? And unless you add tons of watercolor or a lot of water medium, I mean, you can still use watered down acrylic paint, watered down, Neo Color 2s or your sticks, these kind of slick sticks and this kind of stuff. You can still use this stuff and add water to it. It'll be okay. But if you get it sopping wet, then your papers are going to start buckling up more likely than not if you don't glue them down really, really well, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of do a little bit. If y'all just have questions or talk about what kind of, ways you like to do your little inspiration journals or, because this is just the first step. So what I usually do when I have one of these, this one is just like this all the way through. I purposely did not, I don't think, did any paint in this one yet so that I could show you how it starts. Okay. So I'm going to show you because all the different ones have the different steps in them. So this is how it starts. Hi, Chatelaine. Oh, happy Sunday, Monday. Let's see. So if you have any questions, put it in caps. So it's just the regular Travelers. I've just covered it with scrapbook paper. And like right here, you can see that starting to come up right there. See, that bugs me. I have to glue that down. I like things glued well. So thanks, KMP Kim. I showed the book and the cards and all that earlier. If you missed it, I showed the art card book that I made of all the art cards everybody sent in, and I will mail them out first thing in the morning. As soon as the post office opens, I'll be down there. Okay, so what I kind of do in this, and I do kind of think of color themes. So, and that's true in everything I do. I kind of try to do a couple of colors, 2 or 3 colors, and that will always make your pages cohesive if you stick with a couple colors. But not always you have to do that. Okay, so here's some different papers and pages out of magazines, and I'm not looking necessarily for the images themselves. Some of the images might pop up. And now real thin like this, you could probably get away with the glue stick. Where's my glue stick? I need a fresh one. Because they're extra thin. But if you go to add water on these with the glue stick, okay, if you go to add water on this, it's probably going to warp. And, regardless, you just have to kind of play with the different papers, play with your glues, see what works with you and your papers, right? So these are very thin magazine papers. So, they'll probably be okay because I know I'm going to add watered down acrylic paint, but I'm not going to add a lot of water, like watercolors where it's going to really get wet. Right? Watered down acrylic paint. I mean, it's still water, in there, but it's not real. It's not going to just saturate. That's the word. It's not going to just saturate your papers. Okay. All right. So again, I might go through and just add, a couple things here, just because I that's where I am in this book. And then again, I have my what do you call it, glue, my tacky glue, Eileen's tacky glue for the thicker papers. Like this is a scrapbook paper, so I really want to make sure it's really tacked down well. So this is the first stage I do. And again, this is just me, because I like to work in all the time in a book. Like I'll put it away and I'll pull out another book and I'll work in it. So I never feel like I have to go page 2, page 3 and finish a whole book. I'll finish a whole page before I move on to the next one in a book. I like just to work on, I'll work on a little bit here, a little bit there, because that's just the way I roll. But, it's totally up to you. But this is how I started some of these other ones that I'm getting ready to show you. These, and they have different purposes for different things. And you can come back and work on them at any time. So, what about you guys? Do you, in your art journals or glue books or mixed media journals, do you like to finish a page before you go on to a page? Or are you able to just go, jump around? Are you able to jump around and do a little on one page and then go on to another page, do a bunch of gluing, come back and do painting, go back and add art to it? So, what about y'all? That's a curious question. Sorry, has my collage made it to Karen Merritt? I thought made it to you. Yeah, it was an 8. No, no. I think I think your art cards made it to me, Karen. I think your art cards, but haven't got a collage from you. Has my collage made it to you yet? No, I would remember an 8.5 by 11 collage, Karen. No, I would remember that. Okay, so Debbie says it makes her OCD to jump around. See, that's what I think a lot of people do. Think so. Devin, who's done tons of art journals, she says she does a bit of both. Linda jumps around. Yeah, I can do a little of both too, because if I have to finish a page like a collage, an abandoned, altered book page or something like that, then I'll finish it, maybe not completely on stream, because depending on the time, but it doesn't bother me to jump around. Okay, Chadlene says I tend to do a background on lots of pages, then I go back and do a page here and there. Yeah. Okay, Julie G says I do both. Hi, CB. I showed all the art cards again this morning in the book I made. Let's see. Rachel says my life is unfinished projects. uh, Okay, so all right. So if you would had seen Janet and I or anybody do like journaling by 5, I think on Shannon's, I think she lays down paint first. Janet and I like to lay down collage first, because then you have something to paint blend into. So when we did our journaling by 5, we started with collage, then we went to paint, then we went to stenciling, and then a focal point, and then touches of scribble or writing or words or anything like that on the 5th step. So what I want to show you is you can do the same type of thing in your art journals, and you don't have to rush. You don't have to do it in 20 minutes, right? So you can take a traveler's notebook and just start going through and doing all the gluing first, and do the whole book. So, and it's going to take you a few days, if you're going to do a lot, right? If you're going to do a whole traveler's notebook. I'm not sure how many pages are in a traveler's notebook. Let's see. It just kind of saw the cards and all the post-it notes. Oh, I know Janet did. Yeah, she did, CB. Yeah, Janice did outdo herself with the post-its. And again, I'm going to show her collages again next week for to give them away. The 4 little ones that she did. Yeah, we'll do that next week. I got enough to mail out right now with the art cards and the thank yous, that I'm going to mail those out Thursday. So yeah. So you can let me see how many pages is in one of these. Just, I don't know if they're standard. This is an actual, I think, traveler's one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, we'll double it at the end. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, 25, 26. You can see I wasn't too careful about my glue. 27, 28, 29. It looks like 30. So that means there's 60 pages. Actually 61 and 62 if you count the covers, inside covers. So you got, that's how many pages you have if you do front and back. So what I like to do is just go through, and this is one that I've not done anything but gluing in, just so I can show you some of the different stages. Okay. So, and you can just add as much as you want. I try to keep, see, like, look, there's pink and purple, blue and yellow, green and red, kind of green and lilac. They're not only two colors, but you can see by looking at it that it's a majority, like gray, pink, orange and blue, purple and maybe a little purple and yellow. And of course, you can always pull those main colors out when you go to add the paint. Okay. Purple. So like right here, like this purple flower right here. So let's just go ahead and maybe do this. Maybe a little here and a little there. And again, these are thicker paper, so I'm going to use my tacky glue. And what I like about tacky glue, it just rolls back off your finger. Okay, so then maybe a little bit right there. And then I got this little piece. Oh, let's use this one. This little piece here. And, you're just kind of laying it all out. You're not really trying to make anything at this point. At least I'm not. I'm just trying to get some colors down and papers I like. So this is my version of a glue book. Okay, this is how I glue book. But it doesn't ever stay this way. It just, I've kept it this way so I can show you guys. Okay. All right, so let's just keep flipping through here. There's a space here, maybe some bright color, or let's just pick something else. Let's see. I just have different magazines at the ready here. Let's see, let's put that over here. Where's that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, here. There's a Tiffany blue. This has pink and some blue. Maybe a little bit of that, just to have some color there, which I'm going to paint. So I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot of just like color because I'm going to use paint. All right, so this is a thin magazine page, so I'm going to use a glue stick for that. Okay. So again, this is to, make you inspired just to try something, right? Do not write in my traveler's notebook. This is better for you. Like this, Jane? Yeah. Well, I have different ones, like I showed a second ago. This is one that I will write in. Now, I will stick some stickers or some little, little cutouts of, more specific thing. I'll do that in here. But that one's not no collaging in that. That's not a collage one. No paint is in that. There's no paint in it. Not that I'm averse to putting paint in it, but that's not what the purpose of that one is. So I have different purposes for different journals. Some are writing, some are painting, some are collaging. This one's gluing as a start. And I'll show you. I've shown some of these before, but I'll show them again. All right, so let's put this right here just because some flowers, right? And maybe a little bit more down here. Those wide swatched of just color always deserves some words on them. Yeah, well, and depending on what your purpose, I have so many journals with different purposes, right? Different purposes for different journals. And see, that glue stick wrinkled that right there. So if you're not using matte medium, which you can put down and smash down with a card, which that's my preferred method of gluing, but I don't want to always do that. I don't want to always have my matte medium out. Sometimes I just want to do something like this. where I can just have some color inspiration, and I can sit and do this anywhere. So if you have lots of scraps left over, I've depleted my magazine stash, so I need to find some more. Yeah, they're so easy to find. You go to a library, and they're probably, they probably say, here's 20 of them in the trash, or that would be thrown away. Thrift stores. There's just so many places, and I know some places aren't open yet, but there's usually some place where you can get magazines or calendars. Like every year I get my $3 calendars. Books a Million sells all their calendars, book ones, small ones, the big $20 ones. All calendars go on sale for $3, and I stock up every year in about the first week of February is when they do it. And so, all right, so I'm just going to keep kind of flipping through this book just to see if there's, like this could probably use some. Obviously, I'm not going to have time to paint all these pages. Plus, I'm going to show you different stages in the other books. You can also just add, you could add washi tape, but I would recommend, if you're going to paint on these pages, that you glue your washi tape. Just saying, washi tape is not going to hold up under a bunch of paint and water. It's going to peel up. It's not going to stick. This masking tape just gives you some texture, gives you some filler, just gives you some more something, right? So you can use masking tape. And there's wide ones. I have the wide masking tape. And I love washi tape. Don't get me wrong. I've got tons of fastest matte medium gluer in the West, Carol. I know. Well, it's because I do it so much. But I'm trying to show you that you don't always have to get out the matte medium and all that. You can just do this, and it's just fun. It doesn't have to be, everything doesn't have to always have to be something. Y'all know that. All right, so like maybe this one might need something. Let's see. Here's this right here. Maybe a little here and a little there, because it's a lot of red and blue. Again, this is very thin magazine page, so I'm going to use a glue stick. But yeah, and we're going to move on in a minute. I just want y'all to get familiar with this stage. And again, guys, there's a gazillion. I love watching everybody else do glue books, and just art journaling in general, because it's just it's chill. You can don't know what to do, and then while you're doing this, some other ideas might occur to you. That's when you want to have your Society of Idea Collector notebook, or even Post-it notes. Have something handy, so when you're in the zone and you think of something else to do, it doesn't even have to have anything to do with these books. Then you'll have, just write down those ideas. You don't even have to do them right then, but write them down. Y'all know, where's my Janice? Janice sent me, no, who was it? It wasn't Janice. Who was it that sent me was it Janice? Send me the tag, write it down. So, you want to write it down. Okay, here's another page, and let's see what else do I have. You can use your painty papers, your deli papers that you've jelly plated. You can stick those down. Let's see what else can you take your magazines. Here's that Origin magazine. Let's see. Here's something. Take this out here. And maybe I'm looking for those colors. Here's a little bit of that color, maybe some pink and light. Oh, I kind of like that side. Well, I want the pink. Kind of going by color here. Just kind of going by color. So if y'all have any questions or comments, since they invented online magazines and cut down the use online versions, support your local scrappers. Yeah. I personally never, well, I don't want to say never, but I really don't print out anything. I use original stuff, old books, magazines, calendars, for a couple reasons. One, I just like the originals. And the second thing is when you print things out, you've got to be careful depending on the kind of ink your printer has. And then you have to think about, well, is that going to Do I need to waterproof it before I paint over it because the ink is going to smear or run? I don't ever want to have to think about that, especially since I'm one that, um, especially that I'm one that doesn't finish a page right then. So if I have a bunch of stuff that I've printed and I don't remember or don't realize it, then I go back to do a page later, then I'm going to, put some paint over that printed out image and it's going to smear. So that means I have to remember every page. I have to remember, did I print that? Did I get it out of a magazine? Is it a printable? Is it going to smear? I don't want to have to think. I don't have to think about that. That's just me. I don't want to have to think about, is that paper safe? Is that one not? I just want to glue it down. All right. So I'm not going to do any more in this book right now. I just want to kind of show you. See, I still can add more to all this, right? I kind of want to fill it up. I kind of want it to be kind of like, at least like this, right? This is kind of the stage I'm going for. Something about like this, where they're not solidly filled. You could do that too, but that you've got enough on it where you have like a color scheme going on. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm rolling the glue off my fingers here. All right, so that's just one of them. And again, this one just got a scrapbook paper cover over it. And just I'm going to set that one right there for a minute. Let's see the next stage one. Okay, so these two are kind of in the same stage where I've gone to the paints. I've gone to the paints now. And then this one I've shown y'all before. This one is more a finished or heading toward the writing stage, right? Where if I want to write anything or letter anything or cut words and quotes and stuff out to put on it, this is more toward the finish. Not finished, but it's toward the finished stage. Okay, so now I'm going to, let's move all this out of the way. These papers and the glue out of the way, because now what I want to do is go into some paint. So I did pour out a little, I squeezed out a little paint this morning. I did one page in here, or maybe two, just to get warmed up this morning. All right, so in no particular order, because they're both probably about at the same stage. I've gone beyond this stage of just gluing, and now I started adding paint, okay? And that's what we're going to do next. Oh, everybody's still with the tour? I hope you're getting some ideas and some inspiration and want to play along. This is just easy, guys. This isn't, this is not, rocket science. Okay, so next is the paint. Now, this is not the finished stage that I'm getting ready to show you here. None of these are finished. They're just at the next stage. And again, if you want to do the journaling by 5, Janet and I reversed the paint and collage. Instead of painting first, we collaged first. We collaged, and then we added the paint. And then after that, you can go to stenciling, scribbling, writing, adding words, and all the other stuff. Okay? All right. Okay, Chatelaine. Thank you. If y'all want to ask me anything or comment or have me speak out on something, then put it in caps. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to flip through these and just kind of show you they're at different stages with paint. And Abigail sent me a little book of some Renaissance and different paintings in it. And I did tear out a couple of them and use a couple of them in the book. So, so you can see, just here's some stamps. You can add anything to your, glue traveler's notebook. Some more stamps. But you see, I'm trying to kind of go with the color theme. Again, I started painting on this. It's not done, but this is the next stage where you just add paint. So I haven't picked the next one to do yet. I just want to show you. This one will be a good one because it's got lots of bright pinks and stuff. But so glue and adding some paint. Here's some more painty ones, glue ones. So you can see you go from this kind of thing to adding more paint. Now this one I scraped the paint on, so you can do it a couple different ways to start. Maybe I'll show you, I'll probably show you both. This one's like painted in with a brush. Okay. So you see how they're just bright, colorful. So maybe we'll start with this one in a minute. We'll do one painted with the brush and we'll do a scraped one. We'll do both. Let me show you this one. Okay, again, it's the same kind of thing. Some are a little further along than others in the painting. But again, it's all starts like this, right? Just starts like this. And this is how when I have a collage maybe I'll pull one of those out in a little bit, but I don't want to get too technical. I want to keep it all these very basics right now. But you can go on to do, in my art journals, in my Dilutions journals, where I start with the blank page there and then build a whole world out of it. I still start like this, but I might start with a little bit more specific, like some more buildings or a little bit more directional, but it still starts with a bunch of just, gluing things down. But in my journals, in the Dilutions, I do glue down with matte medium because I know I'm going to want to do a more finished piece. Okay. Rachel, it's busy. Tell people it's busy up there. That's why I write things down. And that's why I tell you guys, write things down. You will have so many, and the more you write it down and think about when you're thinking of something, when you write it down, it then becomes an idea. If it's just floating around in your head, it's just like a random thought. Once you start writing things down, even on Post-it notes, once you start writing things down, you're getting that floaty thought into a start of an idea. And then you can develop those things and it gets it out of your head. You might be in your garden, you might be a gardener, you might be whatever whatever it is you love to do. You're going to have ideas about that, whether you're a musician, a poet, a writer, a gardener, a painter, a tree trimmer, whatever it is you do, you're going to have ideas. But if you don't write them down, you will forget them. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Einstein, and he probably is the first one to write it all down. You will forget those little floaty imagination things that come to you if you don't write it down. I just can't ever stress that enough. I know I can't stress it enough because that's how you keep it and develop things, when you write it down. So again, here, guys, these are just more of the same kind of thing where they're, just random things that I glued down that I liked. And usually they're put together. The way that I decide what goes on a page is usually color. It's usually color more than anything. And then maybe I'll find, something like a focal point of, something. And I don't do a lot of people in my stuff. I'm more, I don't know. I just don't put a lot of people. But in this one, I did cut a few things out from my Abigail book. But here, like, there's no people on here. That's just the way I like it to be. But when does the focal point, whatever, well, you don't want to you can do it anytime you want, but you have to be more aware. If you put a focal point on like here, before you put any paint down, you're going to have to really be careful not to do, and which I do that. And let me go ahead and hang on. Let me see if I can get one of mine. If I can get to one of my Dilutions here. See if I can get this one. So here's my one of my Dilutions. And so you can see this one's finished and varnished and everything, the front and the back. So this one's from 2016. But let me go to, this one's done and varnished, but let me find a couple pages here. Okay, that one. All right, here's one. We did this one not too long ago on stream. This is a fairly new one, and it's not done, and it's not varnished yet. But, it depends on how far you want to go before you add things or how you want to blend them in. Now, these are more complicated than what I do in here. I mean, I can still do these kind of things in those small books. But again, look, see how I start this out? It's based on color, but I also have, I kind of space it out. So, because I know I'm going to make a world out of this. So here I can see all kinds of landscapes working in here. Plus, y'all know I like space and let me find another finished one. I like space and time and sci-fi and fantasy kind of things. All right, so here, see, it's the same kind of, these are not glued down yet. So if I'm working in a book like this, I might just take a glue stick and just tack it down. Just kind of tack it down till I decide what else I want to do on it. Okay, now let's find. Here's another one. Okay. So you can see it's got, a door, a ship, it's got all kinds of things going on. But this is the kind of stuff that I add at the end. So, if you want, you don't want to put this down like at the very beginning, because then you're going to be trying to paint around it, right? So that's why I always show every step that I go through when I do these kind of things, because you want to add those little elements like that at the end, because you don't want to have to paint around them. Okay, so let's see here. This one's done and varnished. This one's from 2016. So even though I got my tiger here in the watch, that's, it's like a portal. Even though I have that as my focal point, I didn't add those whiskers till the very end. I didn't add this mist until the very end, because you got to get the other stuff. You got to kind of work back to front if you want it to, you don't want to lose all those details. Okay. So let's see, do I have a couple more done in here? This one. So you can take your little journals to this stage, but you're going to be working really tiny. This is pretty tiny as it is, and it's a big page. It depends on what you want to do. If you want to do a whole world like this, you got to have a little bit of real estate to work with. I can do the little art cards. Let me see if I have any handy. Where's the ones I printed out? Here, let's see. I printed these out. These were what I sent out last month to the thank yous. But you can't get a big, huge, like I can't get that whole tiger and the 3 dimensions, the 3, different sections, and the tiger and big waterfalls and a big, universe on a little card like this. But I can get this much on there. Right? I can get this much on there, but so it just depends. So something like this size is, about a little bit, you can get a little bit more on this, but so yeah. All right, so let's go back to the car, my squeaky chair. All right, so this is the next stage, is adding some paint. But you can put a focal point on there anytime you want, but you have to also be aware you're going to be painting around it, right? You're going to be painting around all this. So maybe I'll do this one with the brush and this one with the scrape. Okay, so you can kind of, you see how, look, green, this one's got blue, this one's got blue and kind of a mint. So I kind of stick with some kind of color if at all possible, but you can always paint over anything. And that's the other thing. Don't be afraid to paint over anything. Don't be afraid to paint over it or add more stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start with this one. And let me get out let me get a tray here. I think I have to get I'm out of coffee tray. Let's see, I got some in here. I need some, this is why when I had my 2 feet, I literally had a 2 foot, maybe now even more than that, stack of these coffee lids. And me and Denise, I can't blame it all on Denise. I did want to get rid of a lot of them. So I got rid of them. And now it's like, I need some more. Where are they? So I'm just going to get out this tray right here to put. throw the paint on. Okay. So let's move this. Let's put, well, I got to just go this way. I have to go this way. I have to keep it on the left. There's no room on the right because my computer's right there. So I have to put my paint tray right here. So that means I've got to go across this. Maybe I'll start with this one first and we're going to scrape. Okay, so I'm going to get out some, let's get out some pink and yellow and cream. So that's kind of what I see here. So I'm going to get out some, let's see, this is called Berry Cobbler. I'll get out some Berry Cobbler. Here's my stencils here, which I'm going to show. I don't use a lot of stencils in this kind of thing, but I bought some to use. So I want to use some today. So we're going to use some stencils too. So let's get out the berry. I think there's a little bit of pink left in here that I didn't use when Janet and I did our show. There's just a little bit in there. All right, throw that away. Maybe a little cream. Let's see. Let's get a little cream color. Oh, this is a new one. Let's open that up. All right, if y'all have any questions, just throw them out there. Okay, so just a little bit of colors there. All right, now I'm going to take my palette knife, and you want to put something behind your papers, wax paper, just something, just something so you're not going to stick your pages to the next page. All right, just something there. All right, let me get a sip of juice. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks to all the lurkers. This is just a, chill in your traveler's journal kind of day. All right. So now I'm just going to pick up, and I usually pick up maybe even all three colors. And I don't worry about it being too thick. It usually is, but I just kind of skim across like this. Okay. And you can either stop in between with your and take a baby wipe or a brush. I like to use both. I like to use my fingers. So, I'm just getting some paint down on here. So I'm going to just start with this, okay? So you can just start with this and you could just leave this if you wanted to, and just say, well, I'm going to go on to another page. Now you got to dry it, right? You're going to have to dry. But I'm going to take a baby wipe. I'm going to take a baby wipe and just kind of go in here and kind of blend. Okay. So you can leave some of it kind of scrapey looking, textury. You can leave some of it textured. You can go in here and just, don't get rid of all the texture, or you can blend it completely out if you want. You can do this with your fingers. You can do it with a baby wipe. I usually like to do a little of both. So I'm just kind of going in here and putting some color, smearing it around. Now at this stage, if you want, you think, oh, I got this beautiful picture of this girl with long blonde hair. She's wearing a pink dress. You can slap it on here anytime. You can always go in between, you can add things at any point. So right now, though, I think, okay, let's see what else I want to do with this. So I might get out a little, I'll leave it with the cream. All right, so I'm going to take my paintbrush. I could do a couple different things. I could dry it first. If I don't want to lose all that texture, I could dry it. Let me go ahead and do that. Show. And you can also, let me finish. You can also go in here at this stage, and if you have, Neo Color 2, Slick Sticks, these Jane Davenports, anything like this, you can mix it up at any time. Let me turn that over because that's going to kind of detracts from that color. You can go in here. Now let's see, maybe I want a little bit of this teal color in here, or you can, whatever kind of other things that you have, you can go in here with some of this at different stages. You don't have to just stick to just, oh, I can't go on to the next stage till I do XYZ. And you can do whatever you want. I'm just kind of showing you some different things you can do. Okay. Hi, Jeff. How you doing? Who else have I missed? I'm sure I missed people coming in. Okay, so now I can take and I can add a little bit of water. Let me just put a little bit of water here on my tray, and I can move this around. I could also do this with gesso. I can move this around with gesso, or I can move it around with white paint, or I could have used the cream color paint. Right now, I'm just adding some water to some of that blue, just kind of moving it around a little. Again, it's just whatever materials are your favorites. You can go in there and use. So I'm just putting some of this down. So, somebody asked, when do you put a focal point? Well, you can do that at any stage, but you really want to have enough of your background done so you're not going to have to, worry too much about covering up your focal point. So I can do this. Now let me dry it. I might want to get a little bit of teal color out, maybe some of this color, because that's the color that's in there. All right, so I'm going to get a little of that out. Now, you might, if you start to see something, all right, I think I'll put a little bit of white as well, because I just want to do this. And I've just got my tray right here of colors. So now I've got these white circles from the paper. Well, maybe I want to, start seeing that, maybe these might end up being planets. They might be a moon on the setting horizon. If you start to see something, just start rolling with it if you want to, because that's how you're going to use your imagination and get your ideas. Don't be afraid that, oh, I'm going to mess it up, because the worst that can happen is then you just have to start out, just slap some more paint on it and start from scratch, right? Maybe there's another plant or something up here in these some clouds. Maybe there's some more clouds up in here. And you just don't be a fearing. It's just your glue book. Just think of it like that. Think, this is just my glue book. This is just my glue book. It's nothing fancy. I can do whatever I want in it. It's just somewhere to play and get inspiration, get ideas, play with your materials. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to think, oh, I'm working on the Mona Lisa today. Don't, think of it as like the journaling by 5. You're just doing those different stages. And you can stop and do different sections at any time. Hi, Emma. Been working and lurking. What type of paper is the base journal made from? I don't know. It's just this journal paper. I don't know. They're the traveler journals. It's not as thin as copy paper, but it's not cardstock either. It's what comes in traveler's notebooks. But there's other brands too. Another thing, here's my also, I don't care what kind of paper. And I mean, not that I don't want to answer your question, or not that you don't need to know. I personally never care what kind of paper. I'll work on Create Space, practically tissue paper, and I'll work on cardstock. I'll work on any paper for a couple reasons. By the time you get all your layers on there, your gluing, your paper, your paint, your other mixed media, and your, especially if you use matte medium, your journals they're gonna be fine. I mean, they look a little warped now, but I've only got 2 or 3 pages worked on in here. Look at this one. Where's the other one? Here. Look at this one. This one has every page in the book, front and back, done. This one is not that I'm completely done with all the details on these pages, but every page in this book has front and back. You see, this is it's mostly about enjoying the process. Exactly, Tina. For these journals like this, they're not my diaries. They're not my quote necessarily. I mean, I could put a quote in, but they're not my books where I'm doing a lot of writing and journaling and note taking. That's what these other books are for, like this one. That's what this is for. There's no paint in this. Not that I couldn't paint in it, but this I might have a sticker or some cutouts and maybe a little glue stick, something, something. But this is more for my writing, right? Uh, this is not, these aren't my, these aren't the journal as I'm leaving for posterity. These are just fun. So it doesn't, most of these traveler's notebook type thing, whether they're the official traveler's notebook or whether they're, let me find another brand. Do I have one handy? Okay, here's one. These are the ones I get from Hobby Lobby. They don't have, I don't think they have as many pages in them. I think they come three to a pack. I think maybe two to a pack. And they just have, some have lined paper, some have gridded paper, but there it feels about the same. Feels about the same as the official traveler's notebook paper. So you can get like, two or three of those, and you don't even have to have a cover for it. I've got the different ones. I've got, the leather covers. Where's Miss Vicky B? I've got the leather covers. I've got the, like this one is just a happy planner type cover. Um, you know, then I've got the small one here, which is the Navi, I think is what it is. Janice is gonna freak out. I got paint on my Navi, but look, this this one's more of a junk journal one. So this one has this kind of stuff in it, but it also has fabric and ribbons and other things in it too. So this one's got more junk, like, and junk's a relative. Some people go, if you didn't get it in the mail, junk mail, then it's not junk. Yeah. So anyway, this is a nice leather cover, and Janet's freaking out probably because I got paint on it. But so this is a smaller one, and it's got painty. It's got all kind. Look, it's got giant clips. It's got ribbon. It's got my rag flags. So yeah, okay. So let's go back over here again. So you can start with scrapey like that. Then you can continue on with. Okay, let me move this over here. So now I'm going to go ahead and get some like lighter blue, maybe. Let's just kind of put, and you can use paint. They're all just. I'm using all acrylic paints. Okay. Bye, Flo. And but don't be afraid to paint over something. If you see some clouds in here, some rainy clouds, or, whatever you see or whatever you want to do, don't be afraid. Oh, I can't paint over that pink. Well, yeah, you can. I found that's why in my intro on my YouTube channel, I have a no fear art page. I've had that same thing up there. It's like it's about a minute, I think. It's about a minute long intro. I've had it up there for 5 years. It's because it's still important. It's still important that you have no fear when you do something like this. And again, this is not. I'm not doing a commission here. This is just a little art journal where you can, just play with different color combinations, different shapes, different, I'm going to throw this down and maybe we'll get out a stencil. I did buy those stencils for my birthday with some of my Amazon birthday money. And I got some stencils just because I really needed some little stencils for these little art journals. And that's why I bought those stencils. I did show them. a while back. Oh, thank you, Alexis, for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Let me write that down. I don't make your live streams often, but I always watch recordings. Thank you, Dee Dee, for teaching your ways and inspired us to be creative. Well, thank you, Alexis. Make sure you email me your address and I'll send you out an art print, okay? Send me your address. Let me put my email in here. Let's see. Let's back it up there. Oop, I spelt it wrong. Let's not have extra letters in there. There we go. There we go. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'm glad you're inspired. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. Um, yeah, so don't be afraid to, just try some different things. All right, so let's see. Maybe up here, maybe I want a little bit more dark purple. Maybe there's some faraway mountains up there. Maybe there's some mountains right there. Right there. Maybe there's another mountain right there. Let's get a little Bob Ross mountain inspiration. You just whatever you just roll with whatever you see, and you'll get ideas. Again, this is just a plan. Thanks, Alexis. Thanks for visiting. I'm glad you got to be here live. I'm glad you got to be here live. Maybe some more little hills here, And again, if you want to add more, you can add more collage stuff in it, either right now or you could have done more at the beginning. If you like more architecture, whatever you like. I like space and fantasy and stuff like that. But if you like, Italy, or if you like different traveling, you can do, all kinds of things. So right now I'm just kind of building in here. Maybe down here there's going to be a waterfall. So maybe I'll put, and it doesn't have to be complicated. I'm kind of going a little further here, like with ideas, just to show you that you can use your ideas in it too. But you don't have to necessarily do a full-on painting. But maybe you'll say, okay, well, that's really all I really want to do on this right now. And you move on to another page, which is what I'm going to do here in a minute. But I kind of wanted to do some of the stencils because, like I said, I wanted to play more with the stencils. Okay, so let's just stop right there. Okay. All right, let me clean my brush out. Okay. Now, the heat gun. Oh, you got a show? Okay, let me put that. You're welcome. I still have one girl that didn't send me her address. I still have it sitting here. All right. Okay. I'm running out of room. Hang on. Hi, Abigail. Go back and watch the beginning of the show, Abigail. I showed the book of our what do you call it? Art cards this morning. All right, let's see. Move some stuff out of the way because I'm running out of space. Keep shuffling. Yeah, did it shake the camera? Yeah. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's move this out of the way. You don't want to pull out. I use some of these round ones on, what do you call it? On the Journaling by 5. So let's pull out some of these other ones. I bought like 3 sets. For my birthday on Amazon. So I'm going to see, I want to use something small. Maybe this. And I did show all these last week. So I think I'll just roll with that one. Maybe this one and that one. I don't know. I just want to test them out, play with them a little. Okay, we'll go with those 2 for now. Okay, let's do that one there. All right, so let's see. Maybe I'll use, where's the sponge here? Let's do a light blue here. All right, so maybe right in here. Might not be light enough. A little lighter. Now that I'm not doing journaling by 5 where we have 5 minutes, I can take my time with the sponge and the stencil. When we did the journaling by 5, my stenciling did not really work very well. So I had to move on to a, what do you call it? Let me see who that is. I had to move on to a stamp. Okay. Sorry, Janice is texting her dad, and I was in on the group chat. Okay, let's see. A little lighter, a little bit more white. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for the super chat. Hang on. Make some room here. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Let me click on you there. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Send me your address. Okay, send me your address. I know. Thanks, guys. This is fun with the stencils. Yeah, Kate. Yeah. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate supporting the channel. Thank you so much for being here. And again, send me your address. Hang on, guys. Let me shuffle things around. Let me type in. Did it go through? There it is. Thank you so much, Tracy. Yeah, it is fun with the stencil. So you can, just do all kinds of things. All right, so let's do that. And then let's go up, maybe right up here in the clouds with just, I need some more white. Just lighter color. But it just doesn't have to be, rocket science, right? All right, so now let's come up in here with some white right along here. See if I got most of the blue out there. Kind of right about the same level. Yeah, I couldn't do the stenciling with the journaling by 5 because we had to hurry so fast. You don't have to hurry with this, right? Don't have to hurry. Yeah, the stencils I got, they weren't expensive at all on Amazon. I think they were like $12, $15 for like 40 of them, of these. They were not expensive at all. Okay, now I think I want to come down here. I think I can still use this sponge if I get into the red first and then the white. Make a nice light pink. So down in here, where's that other one I got out? What did I do with it? I got out 2 stencils. Where'd I put it? Right here. Where's the other stencil? Did I put it away? No, I don't think so. I had 2 out. Oh, there it is. They're hard to see on the table. All right, so these kind of look like waves or something. So I thought maybe we would do some pink, light pink down here. Oh, the other thing about stencils is you don't have to do like a whole row or whatever. You can just kind of do little sections. Like, look, see how you can just do little areas? You can just do little areas of stenciling. I need a little bit lighter in that. So you might just do got to hold it down. You might just do a little bit right in here, maybe a little down there, come over this way. See? So you can kind of do, it doesn't have to be a solid stencil. All right, so let's come over here. Just a little bit like that, maybe a little bit more down here. So it just kind of breaks it up. So you can continue on with this, and this is more this is more detailed than I really wanted to do right now, but I wanted to show you with the stencils. And I don't clean my stencils. I clean my stamps and I clean my foamy stamps, but I really don't clean my stencils when I use acrylic paint. Unless if it starts crusting up and getting thick in there, I need to take my phone out of here. They're going to be jabbing jawing all day. It's not going to hurt my stencils if it's just got acrylic paint on, because the next time I go to use it, that's not going to move, right? Now, if they start getting real crusty and it's changing the definition of your stencils, and you probably do need to clean them, but I'm tapping out very thin paint. So I don't ever feel like I have to clean these, but that's up to you. That's up to you, Janet. Janet likes to make sure her stencils are brand new. Okay, now let me go back over here to clean this brush out. I'm probably sure it shook the camera. All right, so now what you want to do is with your sponges, these are just makeup wedges. You need to put them in water. Like I have my my brush cleaning water over there. I'll just drop this in until I can, after the show, then I'll clean this out. But if you do happen to get them dry and they harden on the edge, then you can just cut that off. You can just cut it off with the scissors. Like, let's just pretend this is dry. It's not, but then you can just cut that off like that. And then you've got a clean section, and your hardened area can just go in the trash. So, your sponges are still good, even though it gets dried, crusty paint on it. Don't throw it away. Just cut the top off, and then you can keep using it. All right. So now, let me see here. I got to get some fresh baby wipes. Because these are dried out, and I got to get a little bit of this off my hands. I'm expecting my Xandra order today. So if my mailman comes, which I thought I heard him coming down the street, if my mailman comes and I get my Xandra order, I will stop and show you my Xandra order that comes in today, which it might, because my mailman's been coming about an hour earlier than normal. He used to come like between 1 and 2. Lately, he's been coming about 11 to 1. So, yeah. All right, let me dry this. So then, let's just say now I'm at the stage where I put the collage, I put some paint, I put some stencil, and you could do stamps or your foamy stamps. Those are good. Like, here's where I use the foamy stamps on the ones that I did on. This is my Journaling by 5 that I did with Janet on Thursday. I cut the papers all down. So now I have, look, little worlds to build on. Okay. So this is the foamy stamps right there. Those you do not want to let dry, because that will ruin your foamies. And by foamies, I mean, hang on. Your stamps like this, okay, foamy stamps, because the acrylic paint's going to get down in here, and if it hardens in there, you're going to have a heck of a time cleaning these. So you want to clean these, pretty much as soon as you can, so the paint doesn't harden in there. Okay, so now I think what I want to do is, maybe just because I'm right here, I'll just maybe I'll have a little moon up there. Something up there. Or maybe I want to have, let's see, I don't have any black or dark blue here. Let's see, let's get a little dark blue. Just a drop of that. So now maybe I'm trying to keep paint in the camera too. That brush is going to be too big. Let me find a smaller brush. So now maybe I want some shadows. I'm just continuing on this. I would normally, keep working in another page so y'all can see lots of pages, right? But so maybe I have some mountains in here. Tree line, or some mountains, or some cliffs. Some of those, like those New Mexico red rock things. Something like this. Maybe it goes behind this one too. I don't know. Close there, something like that. And then maybe maybe this is some water in here. I was thinking about doing a waterfall, but now I've kind of used that stencil in here. So now I'm just going to do some little wavy things. Brush one. Okay. So let me just go ahead and do this and we'll move on to some other pages. While we're waiting for the mailman and possibly Zandra's order, it says it's going to be here today. So that would be nice. I try to order from Xandra once a month. If you don't have never shopped at Scraps, Xandra is Scraps to Beauty. Her shop is Paint and Paper Studio. She always has different kinds of papers, and I got a stamp set coming, and some more the papers, Stamperia papers, and so anyway, I have an order coming. Bye, G. And if it comes today, I'll go run down and get it from the postman. All right. So there's a little start. Now let's see. Maybe I need a little bit of light blue up here. Let's take this blue here. Now I'm just going to kind of block this in. I can go back in with Posca, which would be like your final stage when you added like the watch hands or tiny details and things. That would be at the end, but I'm going to kind of keep rolling here. All right, I need a little bit more red right in here. All right, let's go ahead and dry this. Thanks, Janet. There's Zandra's shop. So now this is kind of like the detail things. Let me. So now I can do maybe some detail things in here. Some little water ripples or something. Anyway, you kind of get the idea. I hope you get the idea. Maybe the water comes right across. That might be a reflection. Okay. Yeah. Janet. Oh my gosh, you earned your keep today. So the other nice thing about using acrylic paint, matte acrylic paint, which is what I use, matte acrylic paint, is let me get my Janice sent me pencils. I'm going to pull out one of my new white pencils. One of the nice things is with acrylic paint is it color pencil loves acrylic paint. So you can do all kinds of things with your pencils on top of acrylic paint. So let's put a little bit of a glow around that, maybe a little glow around there. You know, maybe a little more misty type, foggy stuff coming across here. So anyway, you can just kind of see, you know, that you can do so much more. Maybe up here in my Bob Ross Mountains, we can have a little bit more something going on up there. Maybe there's another one over here. You can always go back and add more paint in any areas that you want, you know. Maybe there's one over here. Okay. I think you get the idea. I hope. All right, so now let's keep moving. Now I'm going to move off from this one, which should I go through this and show you the ones? Yeah, I think I showed you the ones we're in process. Now what I'm going to do is take this one to the side and go to this one, and we're going to just do just brush. Not that one we used the palette knife to scrape on the paint. So now this one, where's my, here. This one, we're going to just use a brush. And we'll do a couple like this, and then I'll go into the one where I've got more stuff done in there. But just so you can see, what paint colors would you get if just start? No, it's not a big question. I have almost every color of Americana acrylic paint. What I would, if you're just starting out, have none. I'd get red, yellow, blue, black, white, a purple, yellow, a green. A green. Just get you. They're only like $1 each. Get you 10 basic colors. Or the other thing I would recommend is get your favorite colors. Or get some 10 basic colors, and then get, maybe, you like this color of purpley blue, or you like, yellow ochre or something like that. Get the colors that you like, because you're going to pick colors, because, I love this blue. And we're going to put some of that out right now. All right, let's see. Let's go back over here, because I already have some of that blue right there on this little tray. And so I can move this over a little. All right, I need a little white though here. Let's see. And let's see, maybe I want a little black with this too. So let's go ahead. I don't know where my black went. That's for a screen. What do I do with my black? I used the last of the little one, and I moved into a bigger jar. I might have. Okay. Alrighty, so now I've got some paper behind here just so that I don't stick my pages together. So now I'm just going to work with those 3 colors, black, white, and that blue. And maybe later I'll put a little yellow, and there's a glare right there. Maybe I need to crop that. Let's put one of these behind here. Let's put this one behind here. Uh-oh. Did I just drag that through there? No. Let's just use that to kind of prop it up just an inch. There we go. And let's see, did it get a little flashed out? Maybe the brightness is a little bright. There we go. All right, so I'm going to start down here at the bottom. And when I'm working with a brush like this in on torn papers and collagey stuff like this, what I usually do is I'll put the paint down like this. Okay, so I'll get some paint in here. And let's say I want to add some blue moving up that way. Then what I'll do is, and I rarely clean out my brushes, I'll just start putting some of the next color in like that, and I just blend with my finger. So I start doing blendy with my finger. And when you do that, you're going to have such a awesome blend that it's very hard to get with just a brush. I mean, you can, it's just going to take you longer. But if you just use your fingers like this, look how smooth that blend is. See how it just blends right in? I'm going to put some other stuff on top of this. But you can put the paint down and get little areas like in the crack there, or right along the edge. You can get in there with your paintbrush and then just go in there with your finger and blend it over the top of your collage elements. And it's going to be so blendy. That's just right. There's no other word. You just get it all blendy. Okay. And then if I get too much black, I'll just use my baby wipe to kind of clean out the brush. Now I'm going to come up here with some of the blue. And also, I know we haven't worked in the magazine journals in forever, but if you don't think you're going to like doing glue books and gluing down collage elements, a great way to practice your blending of your colors and color matching is in a magazine, preferably an art magazine, like maybe a Somerset or something like that, where there's lots of colors and lots of uh, artsy things to blend with. Just your regular magazines aren't going to have a lot of color and stuff. Well, some might, but if you have a Somerset or some kind of magazine like that, then you can do what I'm doing here, like practice your blending with the images that are already in the magazine. You don't have to cut and paste and glue them down. You can just roll with whatever is on the page. Okay. So right here, I know I'm going to want, let me just go ahead and put the paint down here, but I'm going to want this arch to come right across the top here. So we've done tons of them over the years. We just haven't done one recently. But a magazine is a great way to practice blending colors, matching colors that, if you don't want to do glue booking like this, if you don't want to do collaging and gluing things down, then you can just go into a magazine journal or make a magazine journal and and blend with your paints in that. So how many of y'all ever tried doing things in a magazine? Doing a magazine. How do you keep your white shirt clean with all that paint? Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. It's usually my sleeves that get dirty, but I rolled them up one. I rolled the cuffs up one. So sometimes I don't though. I usually have I have a couple of vests like jeans that were jean shirts that I cut the sleeves off of and I wear them as vests over whatever I'm wearing. And so if I get any paint, it's going to get on those vests. Oh, do I hear my mailman coming down the road? Maybe. So, yeah, so here I'm just using, the brush and my finger to kind of blend and play. Maybe she has this big hairstyle here. Let's see. Maybe her hair comes, or maybe it's a hat. I don't know. Maybe her hair is going to grow into these trees. All right, well, I'm going to stop on that for a minute so I can continue to do the blending. So let me get all this done up in here. So while y'all are here and thinking about this and maybe doing something about, trying this, what are your thoughts on what's something that occurred to you? It doesn't have to be something I said or suggested, but what's occurred to you while we were doing this? Like, is it, not to be afraid to get messy? Is it to try a traveler's journal size? What's occurred to you while we've been doing this? Anything? Anything at all? Bueller, Bueller. So you can kind of see where we've gone to the edge there. I'm going to stop and take a sip of juice and read the chat for a minute. Let's see. Yeah, I just have old jean shirts that I've cut the sleeves out of. Then I can throw that on over whatever I'm wearing. So I'm kind of curious to see what you guys want to try or have tried, or some ideas you got from it. Something, did you put something in your Society of Idea Collector notebook? It looks so easy when you do it, but when I try, I make a mess. Well, it is a mess. What happens? Tell me give me more of a specific. Like, what do you mean, Abigail? What doesn't work for you? Can you be more specific? And I think while I'm doing this, I might go ahead and get another little one of these. This is where I use I want to make sure, I put glue in this one. So I got to make sure that I don't think that's paint. Set that aside. Let me get a little bit of white paint in here. Just a dab. And a little bit of water. And a fluffy brush. Maybe this will be okay. Let's see. Let me dig over here. I need a fluffy brush. Is that one fluffy enough? Maybe. Let's see. Hi, Jiminy Cricket. Making a logical connection with the pieces I glued. Well, I think the first thing you have to do is just practice not being logical. I mean, I wouldn't, this just kind of happened. I saw her hair was right here and the tree was leaning this way. So what happens if we connected it? Now I'm going to take watered down acrylic paint. I want to put some stars up in here. And if they get anywhere I don't want them, I can wipe it away while it's still wet. But I don't have matte medium on this, right? Matte medium makes everything kind of erasable for a minute. But if you do this with there's no matte medium, you only got a minute. Clean my brush now. So what I want to do is any place like her face or any place that I got a bucket of stars that I don't want, I'll just kind of wipe it away if it gets too many, or any place I don't want it, something like that. Maybe there's too many right there. All right, so let's dry this. Well, the thing about the napkin journal is you have to contend with the texture of the napkin. That's one of the things. See, I need to go around along this edge here. you have to contend with the texture of a napkin, that you don't have to do that when you collage like this. Okay. And that can be problematic. I hate that word. I hate that word problematic. I just threw it in there because I hate it. Um, it can be an issue when you try to work with that texture of the napkin journal. Just go for it. Ideas come. Don't be afraid. Yeah, that's true. But you just can't, you're going to make ones that you don't like. I've got some in my delusions journal I don't like. I don't like it at all. And I kept it in there so I could show you ones that didn't work. And also to remind me to practice my digi skills, because if I could do digi, I could do that page the way I imagine it. Love the transformation of your art pieces. Well, thank you. Thank you. So, well, let me see. Is it in this one or not? Oh, all right. So let me just move this. And I'll show you the napkin journal again, too, because Abigail. So, like, this one is not my very favorite. I like it, but I don't love it. Okay. This one, which is not varnished yet, and which, by the way, needs a little blue there. It kind of got a little, I think I closed the book with it wet right there, so it kind of took the paint off. Let's just go ahead and dry that. So like this, I really like it, but it's not done. But I know I can see where it's kind of going. Okay, so let me go to it. I'll show you I think it's in this book, the one I absolutely hate. I hate it because it didn't turn out like I imagined. Okay, so I like this one. So again, I love my fantasy. I love my little spaceships and my portals and my dimensions and all that going on. I love that. It's just my thing. So here's another one. I showed these a minute ago, but I'm going to bring out the napkin journal too for Abigail. Okay, this one, I love this, and this varnish. So here's the difference. But see, this one's not varnished. It's just flat matte. But here's one that's varnished. So after it's done, if you varnish it, it just makes it look really nice when you varnish it. This one I did in 2016. Let's see what else. But they start like this. Look, it starts like this. It starts like this. This one I really like, and this one did take some time. I always talk about the little bit of detail, lots of little tiny details in this one, like that little grate down there under the city. You know, I can see things going on in that little grate right there. So I really like this one. And this is just one of them. I've got multiples of these journals. This one, I've actually done another page like with this abandoned train station. Okay, here's the one I don't like. And I keep it in here to remind me, to show you the ones I don't like, but also it reminds me, Dee Dee, practice your digi, because you can do this in digi and it would look exactly like you have it in your head. This fish coming out of the water toward me and the water splashing toward me. It didn't work. It's a fail. But I left it because I just want to remind myself, get on those digi skills, because you can do this in digi. So I want this to look like the water's coming right at me. And I couldn't quite get it. But I tried. But I left it in here just to show you that they don't all turn out. They don't, you still have fails. But I love the covers. Here's the cover. Look, there's my little monk guy right there. See how tiny he is in that world? That's how tiny I imagine we are in our big, multi-dimensional universes, right? That's us. And so, yeah. So I really like the way this turned out. The cover. And this is from 2016. Now, let me see if I can get out I got to remember to show y'all if y'all want to see the Art of Life. Did anybody see where I posted the Art of Life Bible? That's, I guess it's only been out a couple weeks. I just saw it for the first time last week. And it's got 450 illustrations in it. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. All right, let me see if I can get a couple other samples out here for you. I'll show the napkin journal. Let's see. Come on out. Get out there. And let's see. What's one? Maybe. Uh, let's see here. I'm not going to show my abandoned books, but I'll just show like a page out of one. Just to show you that you can take, here's one. You can take some paid pictures and turn them into worlds. But you have to be brave. You can't not try. Okay, this was 4 separate pictures. And then let's just see, maybe that one. But anyway, this one is still in progress. I don't know where 2 of my favorite ones are in this book. This one's one of my favorites. I'm not going to show you the befores because I show these all the time. I just want to show that you can take the pages out of a book and alter them. Like this is nothing's done to it. Here's another one. So here's another one. And I've shown these tons. So if you want to see them close up and personal, this is my City on the Edge of Forever Star Trek homage. But then Abigail was talking about the napkin journal. So what the napkin journal is, it's a book where this is an old day book. And it's it's like a diary book, which I don't keep diaries, and it's actually kind of fallen apart. But one of my sisters sent this to me back in 2009. I need to glue the spine back to the, fix that. But what you do in a napkin journal is you take your pretty decorative napkins. Do you have? Yes, I have the Bible. Yes, I will show it, Donna. I just got it. I will show it. I have to go wash my hands because look, I don't want this all over it. As soon as I show this, I'll go get it. I'm waiting on the mail because I'm thinking my Zandra order is going to be here, and I'm hoping that to show y'all my Zandra order. So you take decorative napkins. The only problem with using the decorative napkins is it leaves a texture. And when you hear something kind of sticking, it's really not sticking. What it is the texture of the knack. It's like Velcro. The paint is not pulling apart. Nothing's pulling off the pages. It's just the texture of the napkins make it sound like it. Okay. If you hear that sound in your regular art journal, you're going to be in trouble. That means your pages are painted shut. But in a napkin journal, it's just the texture. It's like Velcro. It's like, can you see the texture of the napkin? So that's, even though I use matte medium, it still has that texture. And you have to consider painting on that. So here's what I've done with these are napkins in the background. And then I've taken like this is, I got to think of her name. I'm looking over at my bookshelf. Here. Juliet Crane. The Juliet Crane little animals and whimsy characters, but you could use anything. It doesn't even have to be color book pages. It could be more magazine images or calendars. Like for instance, here's a calendar page. I could use a calendar cutout instead of a color book page, right? I just like doing them. I like coloring them and cutting them out and using them, right? But these are Juliet Crane. That's out of another color book. I'm not sure what. This I like to show because it shows you what you can do with your color books. Not your fancy ones that cost $25. I mean, don't get out your well, I'm trying to think of one. Your Daydream, your Synovas, your expensive ones, or your Asian color books are real expensive. That's not what I'm talking about. Right? So anyway, this is napkins in the background. So what you do is you peel off, you have to peel off the 2 back layers of your napkin and you glue it down with golden matte medium. You don't have to use that, but if you use something else and your pages stick, don't come crying to me. Because it could, okay? Golden matte medium will not stick your pages together as long as you let it dry. So that's all napkins. Then I glue this down. Then I just start painting. Okay. Then I painted all these branches. I mean, she had some branches in her head already, but I just extended them out with paint, right? You could paint, paint other things, put other things in your pages. So here's one that was a mermaid color book. I cut her out. This is all fish napkins. This was all napkins back here. And then I added glitter to her. This is all paint, all acrylic paint. Okay. So it's a good way to practice. See, this is what it starts as, right? Just a background. And then here's another one. So this background, those irises in the background, that's napkin. Color book pages. This is the, I just put her away. Pages from her book. And then this is all paint. So then I started painting in my worlds and my, this is paint down here. It's all just acrylic craft paint. So let's see. Let's find a couple more that are done. Okay, this one we did a Halloween one. The napkins are Halloween napkins. And then she's cut out of a book. And then I put glitter and stickles on her wings. And then I painted in all this fog and mist. Okay, Juliet Crane. I couldn't think of Juliet Crane. So, again, all these hydrangeas, napkins. So it gives you something to start with, right? It gives you a base. It gives you something to start with. Let's see. These are the Jane Davenport girls. So I did a bunch of like goddesses in the sky, like planetary, like constellations. Then there's this little elf kid. And this is all napkins. This is all napkins. And I added glitter to it. Painted in the background. And here's so, you can just use all kinds of things. This one I did a lot of splatter and mist and waves and water. But the chickens, this is all napkins. Juliet Crane, napkin. I hope this helps. Oh, you like Faithful Mesh? You like the napkin journal? Yeah. So again, that sounds like it's sticking, but it's just the napkin that make, because of the texture. So they're really not, they're not sticking together. So then there's this one, a little Hiawatha. So anyway, and it is falling apart. It's, Okay. So let's go back to this. So again, you can just play with starting out, just glue different things down, try to keep a color scheme going. Color scheme or a color theme? Either one. So here's where we started. I started, painting in this one. I might add some yellow ochre. Just, it's just a start. Okay, so that one, and then this one that we were working in earlier I showed how to just start with gluing things in. And then this one, which has more, things going on, like here we go. I don't know if I showed, did I flip through this one? So you can see it's kind of in between. So it's got glued things and it's got some paint added. I'll finish showing this and I'll go show you that Bible. This one. This is where I scraped it on with a palette knife and then let it dry. And then you can go back in here and start blending. And you can add focal points. You can add buildings, you can add, people, whatever you want. But this is a start. Here's the one we just did a minute ago with stencils. But anyway, they're just inexpensive little, and I've just covered them with scrapbook paper, added some ribbon. This one has some lace I glued on just to make them pretty. And then this one I started, and it's not done, but it's in it's in a further along stage. Every page in here has been painted in some form or fashion, and it's same steps as I did here, gluing all the way through the book, then painting and adding details. But look how nice and flat it comes out when all the pages are done. Now, this one's pretty coming along, but you can see where it's a little wavy. That's usually because only one side of the page has got a lot of paint on it. But by the time you get done, look, it's nice. It's pretty flat. And I also edged all this one with gold. I put gold edging paint along all of this. Oh, thank you, Connie. I appreciate you saying that. I try. That's what I really want to do. I want to inspire people to try. I tell y'all everything I know. I don't hold anything back. I give it all to you for free. I just want y'all to, if I'm going to I do commissions, I do people, pets, I do portraits, I do commissions, that I can make money at. But for this stuff, I mean, other than, the little bit of YouTube money you make, I show you all this stuff so that inspires you to try. Don't be afraid to try. Okay. I dropped by and said, "Are you still watching this?" Well, thanks for sticking around. My shows are usually between 3 and 4 hours. I usually start about 8:30. We usually start, a little before 9, actually doing projects, and we usually go to 11:30, 12. It's almost 12. Let me show you this real quick, then I'll go wash my hands real quick, and I'll get that Bible to show you. So this one's kind of my faith. This one's a little further along, and this one I try to do faith and nature. So a little of both. So I have some little quotes, some verse, some nature, and again I put gold edging on all of this. So these are blended and have a little bit more to them. But do I consider them 100% done? Maybe a couple of the pages. But again, I never feel like I have to finish it. Here's one of my hand carved stamps that says peace. So again, just a little of everything. But it doesn't have to feel like a painting, like a completed painting to me. Okay. It just has to be what I feel. Already love your faith journal only on page. Oh, thanks, Donna. Thank you. So just a few little words or some clouds with silver lining, or a little bit of this one has be still. This one has like a rain coming out of clouds. And just maybe one or two words. This is another one of my hand carved stamps. So, and again, I've edged all the pages with gold paint. And how I did that is I just dipped my finger in the gold paint and ran it along the edge. Now you got to let it dry, or dry it with your heat gun, because you don't want to close the pages with the wet paint, because you'll stick them together, right? You got to let all your paint dry. You do have to let all your paint dry. So it's just something I can always go back to, add something else to. I could journal in here. Most of my journaling, though, is not done on painty pages. My art journaling and my regular journaling are usually multiple things. But I don't combine a lot of journaling and writing in my art journals. I just don't. I do other writings that take up a lot of 3-ring binders and stuff. So this would not hold like what I would want it to be, an art journal. And I don't do dated books. I don't do diary type. I don't do planners. I love planners. I love me some Miss Vicky B planners. I just don't do planners. So, yeah. So some are a little more developed than others, but they all have something on them. And this is one of my, I love Francis Bacon quotes. And I have another journal of just Francis Bacon quotes. But this is one of them that I like, and I put it in my faith journal. What is truth? Said jesting Pilate, and would not stay for an answer. I love that. Francis Bacon. Oh, here's another one of my favorites. I forgot this was in here. It's another Francis Bacon on imagination. Imagination was given to man to compensate him for what he is not, a sense of humor to console him for what he is. So there's art journaling. And then this is the last page. So, yeah. So this is like my little faith, but again, it's not where I keep all my faith stuff in. I showed y'all I started for this year. I started a new. Well, let me go wash my hands and go grab those things. Give me about a minute to get my hands clean, guys. Just a minute. Still waiting on the postman, and hopefully Zandra's order comes in. Let me see if the flag. I think I would have noticed if he would have come up. I think the flag's still up. Yeah, he hasn't come by yet. Okay, so a couple things I'll show you real quick. So this year, I know y'all think, oh my gosh, how many journals and binders and travelers and stuff does she have? Well, what can I say? So this is I'm calling it my faith sampler. Let me back out. I'm really not going to show you this because it's kind of personal, thoughts and prayers and things like that. But I'll just kind of give you an idea. So this is one of those really big sketchbooks. It's just, all it is just copy paper, essentially. It's copy paper in a book. I think there's, I'm not sure, 300, let me see. Probably, maybe it's 500, 600 pages, but it's just copy paper. All it is a book bound copy paper that you can get on Amazon. I think they're about, I don't know, $20 or something. Well, this is the one that I didn't cover this. This is how it came. You can get different covers. So if you want a book that you just want to take notes and quick things, that's why I'm calling this my faith sampler, because it's really not everything about my faith, but it's just like what I'm using kind of like for 2021. This is my 2021, and I'm already getting it quite full. So I do put a page for January, February, March. I make at least one page for each month, but it's not like a diary. I don't put everything in there that I did. I tried that one year. I think I told y'all. I tried to keep like a big 12 by 12 I put my calendar, 12 by 12 calendars in there, and decorated it and tried to keep track of everything I did for a year. By October, I was ready to throw that thing in the dumpster. I was so tired of keeping track of myself. I was so tired of keeping track of myself. I could not wait for that year to end. So, oh, I'm sorry, Don. I'm sorry to hear that. And by the way, hang on. Let me take my phone out of here. Hang on, guys. my family and I, we're all on group text and depending on the family member. So anyway, so this is just what I write, any kind of snippets of things that are going on. And that's what this is. So it's kind of like, I call it my faith sampler. So this is what I'm using for the whole year. So any little thoughts or prayers, or one of y'all, Donna, some, what needs prayer or something, I keep it in this. This is what I'm keeping that in. All right, now let me show y'all that new Bible, which I've already started. I've already started writing in and coloring in. All right, so this is what it looks like out of the box. This is the box, and this is the sleeve that comes over the box. This is over this. I won't put it on right now, but this sleeve goes over this, and then this is the case that the Bible comes in. It's an NLT, and it's about 9 by 9.5, and it has 450 sketches in it, and it has 150 portraits in it. Okay, so it's quite the. Let me move my paint off here. It's not as heavy and big as I thought it would be. I brought my other one in here to show you the difference. The illustrating Bible. This is the illustrating Bible, and it's not quite as. I think this is 10 by 10, and this is heavy. This is heavy, and this one's not as heavy. I mean, it's heavy. I think this is about 4 pounds. Maybe this one's about 5 pounds. I'm not sure. But I wanted to show you this one because it's a beautiful art Bible. And it's called The Art of Life. It's got a canvas cover, and it's a tealy green, kind of a dark teal green. And I know some of y'all are going to freak out because I write in my Bibles. And this one, let me just open it to a random page. They have wide margins. So if you're a writer, note taker. And what I really like about this is the font is like a 10-point font, so you really can see it well. It's got a big font. I wear trifocals, and, some things are really tiny. This is easily read. Thanks, Rachel. And so I started, these are some of the books that I've started reading and writing in, but I will show you where I colored. This is the one I posted. This is the one I posted on Instagram. So I colored, there's animals, people, plants. It's everything living, right? It's living things. So I colored this one here, and I posted this on Instagram along with the cover. But see how thick it is? And then I colored one other page. I'll show you I'll just flip through some of the areas that are, let me just see if I can find a couple. Like there's small portraits like this. Then there's more full page size portraits. Then look, see, there's kind of animals all the way through. So they're all black and white. It's all, yeah, exactly, Rachel. It's all black and white. So you can color it if you want or not, if you just like a beautiful Bible. I did wash my hands. This is not coming off, so I'm not worried about it transferring over. But I wanted to show you, there's little portraits, and then there's some big ones too, like this. Some are full page portraits. Okay. I'll show you some in my illustrated Bible, Rachel. You'll probably like that because that's more it's just, the illustrated Bible for me is just doing Bible journaling. It's not like my reading Bible, So there's lots of different portraits. Like I said, I think there's 150. I think there's 150 people. And then it's got the write-up of, that's just an artist's interpretation, right? It's an artist's interpretation of people. So I just kind of want to show you. So there's 450 illustrations all through it. And again, there's people, but there's lots of animals and look, trees and plants. And then what they've done is they have a write-up about each person or each animal. Like here, this is this is a bird here, and they have the write up about that particular bird there. So yeah, there's just lots of illustrations. So then I did one portrait. Let's see, it's in back here, I think. I think it's right here. Where's the portrait I did? I colored one portrait. That's all I've colored in here so far. I just got it. So I've only done one portrait and one animal. Let's see. Well, where is it? I thought I marked it, but maybe not. Okay, here we go. So here's Apollo. So, and then there's my notes. So you can see I take copious notes, but there's my can't see it. So I just colored one portrait, and I started taking some notes in this one. I don't, it doesn't bother me to write and color and draw and note take. Then the illustrated Bible one, which I have shown this before. It's just for journaling. Just for Bible journaling. This is not, a reading Bible, so nobody get freaked out. But this is one where I think I've tabbed every page I've done. If it doesn't interest y'all, that's fine. I know this isn't going to interest everybody. So, and I don't preach at you guys. So here we go. These are the pages that I've done, and I'll just try to flip to those. And I'm still waiting on the postman because I want to show my Xandra. So you can see some of the pages that I've done here. So what I do is I pick one of the topics or the verse that has to do with whatever I'm thinking about, and then I illustrate it. So here's one of my pages based on a verse. Oh, thank you, Donna. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Again, you won't have me preaching at you. I'll talk about anything, but we're not going to, everybody's welcome here. Everybody's welcome. So again, different ones. I put a little, one of my paperclip flags there. And I'm just going to try to go to the pages. Here's a little plastic sleeve that you can get so that's behind your page. So let me put that back in the front. So yeah, I just decorate it and put whatever. Some are littler, some are more in depth. Some have a lot, some don't. And that paper clips and what do you call it? Tabs. So, oh, thanks, Chatelaine. Thanks, Faithful. That's sweet. I just ordered another devotional from Shauna Noel. Yeah. What is that new one? I forget the name of it, but I know what you're talking about, Faithfulness. Faithfulness has done she does a whole bunch of devotionals and art journaling and Bible journaling. So let's see here. I know I have them all tabbed, so I'm just trying to go to the tabs. So you can just do whatever. Look at all the space you have. You have a lot of space. This one I put a big old pink flower on. So, yeah, a little of everything. The stars, the moon. I haven't worked in this in a while. And you can get these little dividers that clamp onto here. another divider. This is all handwritten. I wrote this out with the, my uh, nib pen, your brush lettering pens. And this is all, the color is all super tips. Super tips do not go through. So that's all super tips. So yeah. Thanks, guys. They, I don't know. I mean, I think, someday I hope they appreciate them, but I'm doing them for me, I mean, if they like them at the end of the day, then yay. So here's my healing page. Think of Donna, who just was talking in chat. Then there's one for you, Donna. I think I'm getting toward the end of what I have in here. And you can stop and see some of my notes if you want, later. All this is all written, all the color lettering is all done with super tips, Crayola super tips. So I think a couple more pages. But I think that's pretty much it. And this one weighs a ton. This is a big Mama Jamba, and it does weigh a ton. So yeah. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything else that my flag's still up? I don't think it. I think my packages come in regular mail, so I haven't seen them go by, and I don't think it's going to fit in the mailbox. Let me just double check on my porch. Let me check on my porch real quick for Xandra's package. Okay, no packages from Xandra yet. So I will have to show it on Wednesday, I guess. I'll have to show it on Wednesday. If it comes today, Let me double check chat. I think I reserved seat. That's not how it works, Abigail. You should know. Let's see. But every summer, I missed something Faithful Mess said about some books. Hi, Gary. And I know I've shown y'all Gary's books a bunch of times. But Gary is an awesome artist, as is Jason, who was here earlier. I'm not sure if he's still here. But Jason and Gary are two of my favorite comic book artists, Doug. And there's a few. But Gary and Jason who come here. Oh, Mike. So, hi, Arlene. Let's see. So does anybody have any last things to say? This is, again, it's a stunning Bible with this, sleeve on it. And there's other videos that do page by page. If you want to see every single thing, every illustration, there's videos out there on it. Okay, but this is what it looks like. And you get on Amazon. So yeah, tomorrow morning I'm going to take all the art cards again. If y'all missed it, I'm not going to show it right now because we're about out of time. But I showed all the art cards this morning. I did a complete flip of the book I made. Everybody sent in 3. I kept 1 for the book, and 2 were swapped out to 2 different people. So when you get your art card swap, you'll have 2 different people, not the same person. You'll have 2 other, people in the art swap. Oh, me too, Jennifer. And so if y'all miss seeing all the art cards, I showed them this morning, first thing. And thank you again, Janice, J.L. Johnson, Janice, for all my awesome birthday gifts, the pencils, the books, and the Post-it notes. Oh my goodness. Look at this, guys. If you missed it, look. Oh, come back here, little stem. Look at this. Look at this. These are Post-it notes. These are individual Post-it notes, and it with the paper clip came with this a little stem, and it came with the little oh my gosh, I love these so much. So let's see. Thank you for another awesome. Oh, you're welcome, Pamela. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope everybody in the lurking enjoyed it. Here come the cats. I left the door open. I have some more of the prayer pouches I'm sending out. I'll send out another one tomorrow. And I am making the prayer pouches for just whatever donation. But you have to email me and tell me like what color, and I can't do tons of them. I mean, I can't do hundreds of them. I can do a couple prayer pouches a week. That's about it. Because, I still got to do my commission work and other stuff. So let's see. No, I do not varnish the napkin journal. That's a good question, though. But no, I don't varnish the napkin journal. I guess you could, but I never have. Because I use, well, you can. It depends on what you use. And that's true. What you, depending on what you use on any of your art journals. If you use any kind of watercolor or water mediums, you cannot varnish those. Okay. Because it'll move and I guess you could try to spray it with some fixative and hope for the best, but with all the layers of paint and paper and everything that I put on mine, I just like to stick with my acrylic paint, because you can varnish it with acrylic paint. But if you use water, like your Neo colors, your Jane Davenport slick sticks, or anything like that that'll reactivate with water, the varnish will reactivate all those products, right? So you can't do that. Yeah, I don't have room on my desk for boxes for the cats. They just usually come right up here and plop down. One's sitting in the window right now, waiting on the mailman because I got a Xandra order coming. I was hoping they'd come, but no, not yet. So, what size? There's Hubster home for lunch. The napkin journal. Let me get mine. I'll measure it for you, but again, it was a date plan or a day book, 2009. I don't even know if you can get these anymore, but it was. Let me get the right side of my ruler here. Okay, it is a 12 by 6.5. 6.5 by 12. Oh, and maybe I'll show this. Yeah, I know you're gonna laugh at me because I do all these things. I'm working on. Y'all know that I bought that the Art Nouveau book a while back, and I bought it to cut up. But I'm making this is the plastic cup. This is the cover that was on the book. And I did put, there is a tape on it, but I'm making a book out of it with 6 by 12. It's just 12 by, it's a 12. My little pear keeps wanting to roll away. It's a 12 by 12 paper that I folded in half to make signatures with. And I'm going to put the signatures in here with the elastic bands, right? And I cut up the whole book. So maybe we'll work on this. Maybe we'll work on this journal on Wednesday. So I got this journal going. And I don't know. I didn't want to show it to you because I don't know when we'll get to it. Actually, I don't know when we'll get to this book. I have it folded like this, but it goes like this. Okay, the sleeve. I don't know when I'll get to it. I said maybe on Wednesday, but I do. Anyway, so I have that project for us on the go. Plus, I do want to get back into some more of our Fragile World. I finished that one, of course, but I have to finish our pandas. I'm not done with our pandas yet. Let me get my little pair here. I want to finish our pandas. I did not get to do that this weekend because, I was working in that new Bible. So I do want to finish this and post it. So hopefully you found something that we did today to inspire you to do something. You have no excuse. We did something for everybody today, right? And if I would have got Zandra's order in, we would have had even more. But okay, guys, I'm going to go feed Hubster and pick up this room. And thanks, Gary. Y'all make sure and go visit Gary Shipman and Jason. Oh, I never can remember his channel name because I just have them in there as Jason. I'll try to remember to put their links in the description box. Okay. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great day. I'm going to go to the post office tomorrow, mail out all your art cards. If you did not see the community tab on my YouTube, in the community tab, I did post a picture of all the backs of the envelopes and thanked you all for participating. We had, I think, 63 participants in the art card swap, and they're all in here. All right, guys, y'all have a blessed day, and we will talk to you. Don't forget, Janet comes on at 1, and I will see you again on Wednesday. All right, guys, bye-bye.